What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Comics Crypto, your source for everything collectible. We're here with the incredible Carl, Choi, and SwaggleHaus. What is up, boys?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, good to see your faces. Yeah,
Been a while. What's happening?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been since Comic-Con. Yeah, it's been a couple months.
Yeah.
Feels like we're getting the band back together, ahead of New York Comic Con. So appreciate you having me on once again.
Yeah,
you can't wait.
Yeah. Today we are going to talk about the 10 biggest comic book sales in history. But before we do that, I want to make some really cool announcements. Carl, let's dive into Comic Con a little bit. Maybe we'll start with
First of all, thank you guys for this quick plug. I do want to let you guys know that we have a huge campaign coming up for 24/7 Comics for the complete collection of Evermind 1 through 6. So you guys will actually get to finish the first story arc of 24/7 Comics Publishing, featuring the legendary Sean Chen. You guys know him for Wolverine, Iron Man, and of course the superstar Daniel Wu, who you guys know for Into the Badlands as well as Westworld. And they will be coming live in person at New York Comic Con at the Vivi booth on October 11th at 2 times, at 12:30 and at 3 p.m. doing signings. And what will they be signing? Let me premiere it for the very first time, the 2 covers that will be exclusive to New York Comic Con, brought to you by Mr. David Yu and myself, VV and 24/7 Comics. Can you guys jump to the next visual?
Yeah, definitely. Is it which image is it?
You can show the Evermind one, the one with Sean's cover. So for you guys who have been Sean Chen fans, he had a really long run on Wolverine. And so what did we decide to do? We decided to homage his most famous Wolverine cover, 159. And this will be Evermind 1/2. And this 1/2 has its own kind of trademarks and whatnot. You'll see the difference between this cover and Evermind 4. And it'll be exclusive to New York Comic Con. And then we also have a very special cover by Riccardo Federici. We could flip the next cover, which is painted cover. He's a DC exclusive artist, but he has 3 exceptions per year, and he used one of them on us. And so,
that's so cool, guys.
The other exclusive for New York Comic Con.
And Carl, I apologize if you said this already, but will this be a phygital? Or is it
It'll be a physical? Actually.
Physical.
What's so cool about it?
And for everyone new who's watching this channel, and we're going to dive into that a little bit, VV is a digital platform that sells licensed digital collectibles, and 24/7 Comics has collaborated with VV selling licensed digital collectibles on the platform. But this is going to be an exclusive physical only, which is kind of crazy to say. I never thought I'd ever say that in my life. But
jump to the next slide. For those who buy these physicals at New York Comic Con, you'll be able to redeem a limited edition gold Mecha Bobo on the right. That will be, a kind of coming with purchase. And then for our Evermind day one backers, you will have access to the gold edition on VV. That will be a redeemable code. So we are really great friends with VV. So we really spend a lot of time ideating on how to, one, bring the VV world into the physical world, and 2, the physical world, even from like the crowdsourcing Kickstarter world, into VVverse, which is a great playground for all of us. So welcome, folks, on both sides. You guys heard it here first. These are exclusives that we're going to be introducing in the next few weeks, and you'll see it all over the press and whatnot. But I thought it'd be cool to bring it to the comics and crypto.
Yeah, Carl, you've been super dropping alpha on our channel, so we appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Yeah.
Always.
That's amazing, guys. If you're planning to go to New York Comic Con, make sure to stop by the VV booth and say what's up to Carl and SwaggleHaus. You're gonna be there too? Nice.
I'll definitely be there. I'll probably be around when the guys are around doing their signings. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome. And for everyone out there, again, if you're new to this channel, we're going to do a deep dive into VV digital collectibles and help give a backstory on who they are and what they do, and just basically a crash course introduction to licensed digital collectibles, most likely tomorrow. So we'll keep you more give the details on that one a little bit later. Sweet. But is there anything else that we wanted to cover on this, Carl?
Yeah, actually, if you don't mind throwing a link into the chat, folks, we could use all the help possible. We are looking to get as many follows as possible. And this is the Evermind Kickstarter link. All you gotta do is click notify me at launch. We have a ton of day one exclusive that's unannounced. And so if you want to be notified of the day one launch, please do just go into that link and press notify me at launch.
Absolutely. And we'll drop that in the comments, and also we'll put that in the details as well. Very excited for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very excited. Congratulations, guys. You've been crushing it. I'm absolutely loving the comics, man. They're fantastic.
I can't wait for you guys to see the rest of the issues, because I don't know what happened between 3 and 4, but I can safely say this is Sean Chen's magnum opus.
Incredible.
Nice.
Amazing. It's crazy. So yeah.
Well, we can't wait. That's fantastic. And we'll keep we'll keep the details coming as they come along. So very excited for the announcement of New York Comic Con. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah. So Sean, I think before we move into, I guess, more of the content for today, I think we should address something, because there's a lot of people in the comments right now who are asking. So yes, we did launch a token on Pump Fun. We are going to try out this whole streaming token thing. We're very excited to be attempting this. So we have a lot of new people who are watching us live today than we normally do. So excited to have you all here today. And yeah, so I guess just to let you guys know, we've been around. Comics and Crypto has been, launching content in the space for 3-4 years now at this point. We talk about the physical space. We talk about the digital space. Really, we're just excited about collectibles. And so we see Pump Fun as an opportunity to expose a new audience to all the cool, fun things that we like talking about all the time. We launched a token. So I guess this is still very new for us. We're still kind of trying to figure all this out. It seems like people are excited about it. The market cap has gone up quite a bit today. So appreciate everybody who's, gotten involved and who's excited about this. So, we don't want to announce any official plans yet about really, what the hardcore utilities are going to be or all that kind of stuff. But just to say, we're excited to have you here and excited to have people kind of joining this experiment with us. One thing that we did want to announce is, so we do a ton of giveaways on our channel, through Twitter, through YouTube, through all of our different sources. And so we wanted to, I guess, announce a utility today around the token, where we're going to continue to do these giveaways, but going to start doing giveaways exclusively for our holders. And so in the future, not on this stream because we didn't have time to organize it for this one, but for future streams, we're going to be doing giveaways where our holders, and basically we're going to be able to look at, the list of holders based on address, and then based on token weight, actually do giveaways of exciting collectibles. So, things like, tokenized comic books through our sponsor Fannable, or trading cards, or VHS tapes, or whatever it may be. We're really excited about collectibles and want to share those with the world. So so basically our token holders are going to be given exclusive access to to these giveaways on future streams. So that's something that we wanted to announce today. Hopefully we'll be able to announce future utilities and other cool things that we're doing. But that's the one that we feel comfortable promising, at least today. But yeah, don't want to promise anything else until we're a little bit more organized on our side, because like I said, this is brand new for us. We're kind of just figuring it out. But yeah, congrats to everybody who's joined us so far, and thanks for getting involved and supporting the show. But yeah, the creator royalties that we earn, the creator fees, will go back to being able to do cool giveaways for you guys. So yeah.
Appreciate you all getting involved and supporting the content channel. It's going to be an absolute blast. So, and diving into today's topic.
Oh boy!
So in celebration, everybody, celebration of Batman 423. So we had a chance to see this in person at San Diego Comic-Con. Todd McFarlane's art is so rare. And why is it rare, Spencer?
Because he doesn't sell it.
Because he doesn't sell it. Ever since 1992, he stopped selling his own original artwork. We've had a chance to have Todd on our channel. And man, this is truly a masterpiece. And I couldn't believe that this thing was actually being sold. And do you guys, I'm curious, Carl and Swag, do you guys know, do you have a backstory on this piece? Do you know where it's come from or how it's gotten, on heritage?
Carl, I mean, I do believe that this is actually belonged to a collection of a pretty notable collector who I think recently passed away. And so a lot of his collection has been brought to heritage, and he was kind of known as having this iconic cover. So tragic thing. I think he passed a little bit young, but with his collectibles, the family decided to put it on to heritage and kind of pass it on to the next person who's going to get it. And as far as this one is concerned, it's going to be extremely competitive. you know, with a cover like this.
I can imagine. Oh boy. And we're going to get into some of the big record prices today and also the history of these pieces as well. But we will come back and I want to ask you guys for a prediction. I'm very curious to get a prediction. I don't want to spoil it right now, but we'll circle back on that prediction tonight. Really excited about it. So we'll start off with number 10. Let me get the banner up. There we go. The Dark Knight Returns number 3, page number 10. This is a really, really, really iconic piece. It's the last 2 pages of the comic. And for everyone out there, if you don't know, The Dark Knight Returns is widely considered a defining work in American superhero comics. And these pages show the dramatic final confrontation between Batman and the Joker, ending with the Joker's death, one of the most iconic moments in the series. And guys, I'd love to get your thoughts on this piece. Maybe we'll start with you, Carl.
I mean, this says it all. I mean, whatever you read right there, this is the magnum opus of Frank Miller. I don't think there's any other body of work that can speak louder than that. I know Wolverine Limited Series for me personally struck a chord, but when you say Frank Miller, people think Dark Knight. So anything that is associated with a key moment, which I think this is the last few pages, I think does and will command multiples on demand. Although some of these pages have gone for crazy amounts, and we'll visit some other pieces from this collection later. But I do feel like these pages, when they first came out, I remember I heard about stories of how there was just some weirdo at a Comic-Con open up a folding table and spread the table with all these Dark Knight pages and started selling them. I forgot his name. And there was like a legendary photo, and no one knew who this guy is because he used like an anonymous name. And this is like before NFTs, okay? And he basically no one knew who he was, but he was selling his pages and he was asking crazy prices. So, a modern cover, a modern page, you would probably pay anywhere from like $300 to $500, and a modern cover would be like $5,000, maybe a crazy high one would be like $10,000. And I remember hearing stories that they were already asking into like 4 figures for pages and 5 figures for covers back then. This is like 20 years ago. So since day one, I think this has been something of a known quantity, and so it's been treated as sacred since day one, and now it's just really elevated. And when does this sale happen? I didn't see the date.
Yeah, so this sale happened back in 2023.
Yeah, so 23. Yeah, I think 23 was a little on the high side, but I think it's comparable to what it would sell today. I believe. I think maybe a little more today, but comparable.
And the actual sale was $550,000 if you include buyer's premium.
So yeah, it'll be definitely more because buyer's premium is 25% now instead.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
And SwaggleHaus, love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. Well, I think what's just amazing about this is like, $550,000, that's like the price of like notable comic covers, and this being like kind of the interior pages, albeit I guess it's 2 pages. I think what it just goes to show is the very specific moments being like a culminating moment within the story, and like how significant that is, and why it's special, why people are so want it that bad when they're going to pay a certain price that like rivals that of a very famous notable comic book cover. And I think it's just a testament to not just its relation to the story, but being that this is such a key moment in the story, and how many people have a fondness for Frank Miller on Batman. So yeah, it's just a incredible sale and an incredible piece of comic history for whoever ended up getting it.
Incredible.
Yeah, and I feel like there's so much nostalgia for like very specific stories and very specific moments, and as we know, people collect nostalgia. People are willing to spend a ton of money on things that they have a connection to their childhood from, or just made them feel a certain way. So yeah, it makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And spoiler alert, this is not the last time we're going to see the Dark Knight in this list.
Well, and I have a feeling there's going to be another thing that we're going to see that's going to be a very, very expensive moment to that point, a significant moment in the story, not just the cover.
Yeah. Good call.
So that'll be a consistent thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to check if you guys talk about it later. No, we actually won't go there, but they're around the same time, about a month after this Dark Knight sale, there was a I remember this because I was like, it was a big deal because there was a Dark Knight promotional piece with Dark Knight and Robin that ended up selling for $210K after a lawsuit with Heritage. So if you guys do a quick search, you'll see. And that was a promotional piece for 210. So promotional pieces typically is either a little below the interior pages or equal. So it kind of checks out in the times. And so yeah, I think that price was about the right price for 2 pages.
Yeah, definitely. And next up on the list, number 9, Tales of Suspense 59. This is the splash page number 1, created by Jack Kirby and Chick Stone. This splash page was Cap's first Silver Age solo story, and coming only 8 months after his revival in the Avengers number 4. The iconic being frozen in the ice and brought back from the Avengers. Guys, I'd love to hear your breakdown on this one. SwaggleHaus, we'll start with you this time.
I actually, this is one of the ones that's like I didn't catch it at the time in which it sold, but looking at it now, I mean, obviously it's Jack Kirby. It's a great full title page, full title splash, which is, it sort of gives it like almost the aesthetic of like having a comic cover in its own right.
So true.
And I guess that's what it really, maybe the talking point about it is that, like, yes, it has all the elements. It's Captain America. It's early. It's Jack Kirby, but just the aesthetic too. I mean, like, as far as owning a Captain America Jack Kirby panel, this is probably got to be one of the better ones that I would imagine exist out there. I don't know if that's what you guys think.
Carl, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, this is similar to Mickey. I mean, as a cover, it's before my time. I was around when this sold in 2022. I would say during this time, it was like the height of the market. It was coming off of COVID. People were loaded with cash. They were probably like taking, whatever those business incentives were and putting in the comic art. And crypto was popping, right? And so things were just getting pumped. So this was like a high times. Even though I don't really know the covers before my time, I can see why this would be a coveted piece, because some of the rules when it comes to comic art collecting is one, buy what you love, right? And that's what everyone says, right? But we double click into that. What actually really matters is buy the artists that are known and buy the characters that they're known for. And what is Jack Kirby known for? He's known for Captain America, Hulk, Fantastic Four. So that already checks out too. And then 3 is buy the best example you could find of those first 2 rules. And so I think this is probably one of the most splash. Is that a cover or is it a splash page?
Page.
Even if it's not a cover, this is cover worthy, right? Cover credit.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I think the next step down from a cover would be the splash page. And honestly, sometimes splash pages you get bang for the buck because it's cover quality. It's probably the one page a lot of artists spend a lot of time on. And dude, look at this image, man. Like I don't have any nostalgia for it because I wasn't even born yet, but I would love to have this in my collection. It's a prime example of Kirby doing his best with Cap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and this storyline too. I mean, especially having Cap in his first solo issue of his storyline. This is such an iconic piece, man. It's really. I actually just learned about this one recently. To be honest, guys, I'm still learning a lot about the cover art, and this is one that really attracted to me the most on this list.
Yeah, another observation is there's been a major transition between 2022 and 2025 now.
Yeah.
Just for taste of collectors, because during this time, I would say it's due to the height of where people of a certain age group, they have a nostalgia towards, pages that's relevant to them. But in the last 3 years, you've seen a lot of, 90s babies come in and we love something else. This is like way before my time. I would not go for this. This is not a top priority. It'd be a nice to have, but for someone who is maybe 50 or 60 years old, this would definitely be their top priority. But you're seeing a lot of this coming on the market and you're seeing the price adjusting lower. So I don't think, I might be wrong, but I would question if this would hit this number if it came on the market today.
Interesting. Okay. And I'm very curious now to hear your thoughts on the next one. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, let's go. The iconic Incredible Hulk 180. Arguably considered, it is technically Wolverine's first cameo appearance. A lot of people debate whether or not this is just his first appearance comic. Regardless, The very
Market
last
says otherwise.
yeah, the market does say otherwise. The argument between Hulk 180 and Hulk 181. However, regardless of what people say, this is the first time in any medium we ever see Wolverine, which is absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah.
This is it, guys. And it's not just an image. This is a hand-drawn of Wolverine that we see on the final page of Hulk 180. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and detail on this one. Hey, SwaggleHaus, what are your thoughts?
One, believe it said this sold in 2014. I think it would be a lot more expensive if it sold.
Yeah, you can
That's
say
for
so.
starters.
Yeah.
What?
And then number two,
SwaggleHaus will put a bid for this one.
yeah. Well, I think it's really interesting because, like, yes, there is the debate between Hulk 180 and 181 and all that, but there would be no denying that this would have been the very first panel of him ever drawn. So this is it. That is the Wolverine image of all the ones to own. This would be that first one. And I've also heard too, when people talk about owning interior pages of a comic book that has a first appearance of a character, it's up for debate, like where the artist started. Like, yeah, you could assume they drew page number 1 first, so that would be better to own than page number 2. But you actually don't know that. Maybe they did draw page number 2 first. Whereas with this, because this is the one panel in this comic book that he was in, like, that this is the absolute page to own for this character. And I can't imagine, maybe outside of maybe the Todd McFarlane Hulk 340 page, like that there would be another original art page that would sell for more than whatever this would go for on the market today. So yeah, this is incredible, and hopefully in our lifetimes we see this go up for sale at least one more time, because I'd love to see what it sell for.
Yeah.
There's a price for everything, so if anyone wants to put in an offer, I'm sure the owner will entertain it. But I gotta ask you this, Swag, and maybe to the whole panel, this or the cover to 181?
Oh, well, here's I think the myth is that the wives, or the myth is that the 181 cover was destroyed.
It was destroyed. It was
really
burned in the fire. Yeah.
Really?
In a fire.
Oh my gosh.
But if it wasn't destroyed, what would you choose to own?
Oh man, I actually might go 181. I'm gonna be honest. I might go with the cover.
It's the cover.
Yeah.
It's just so iconic.
That's such a great debate. It's such a good debate, because you have 181, obviously one of the most iconic covers ever. But this is the first time we ever see Wolverine in any medium ever. That's so cool. And I think in terms of a comic book, right, 181, that cover is just so powerful, and it's such a great issue. But this as an individual page, the historical significance behind it, man, that's a hard one for sure. You really can't lose, right? Can't lose either way.
You can't lose.
You can't lose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, SwaggleHaus mentioned 340 earlier. This is an iconic Todd McFarlane cover. I wanted to make sure everyone had context for that. Literally had it by my side. Good timing.
Yeah.
But yeah, such an amazing issue, and I 100% agree. This would absolutely crush today if it ever does sell again, which we'll see. But my goodness, what an iconic piece. And this sold back in, what was it, 2023? 2014. Oh, 14.
2014.
Oh, dude. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, man.
2023.
Certainly I wasn't around at that time, but I would just guess that I bet that was a ridiculous price to pay at the time,
Absolutely.
too. People were probably saying, like, what, like, who the hell would ever pay that? And then now you look back at it and you're like, oh, what a great buy.
Yeah. Absolutely. This reminds me a lot of the story of the man who purchased the PSA 10 Mickey Mantle rookie card, 1952, for $150,000 back in the late 90s. Yeah. And he purchased for $150,000, and everyone was like, are you insane? Why would you ever pay $150,000 for a baseball card? Well, he's that card today is estimated to be worth over $40 million.
Woo! Wow. I mean, you kind of always have to be crazy. Yeah. And this is widely accepted, this number. I mean, it's likely conservative at this point. Wow. So, yeah. Marshall Fogel. That was his name. That's his name. Marshall Fogel, huge collector. But yeah, incredible. So going on to the next one. Yeah, let's go. Marvel Spotlight number 32, the first appearance of Spider-Woman.
Sold back in 2025, actually this year, just a few months ago, for $690,000. What are you guys' thoughts on this cover in the sale?
I think it's interesting. I personally, I'm not a Spider anything as a fan and have zero nostalgia. Again, this is way before my time. My understanding, and a little bird told me through the grapevine, that the person who acquired this, the collector, came from the comic book world and is relatively new to the hobby and has his eyes on a number of kind of first appearances. And I think this was one of the earlier acquisitions in their collecting journey. And so it makes a lot of sense. I think if you're kind of moving from the slab world now into the comic art world, I think it's actually been a bit of a debate amongst kind of collectors who's been doing this for a while, because they weren't doing it for, speculative reasons or whatnot. That first appearances doesn't really matter. It's all about the art. But I think I get it. If you're trading, art pieces for $100, $20, $1,000, but yeah, when you're starting to sell and trade well into the 5-6 figures, there's real investment dollars involved and some intelligence when it comes to putting your money into these things. So I think it's actually very justified. And if we were to think 10 years in the future, now next year, Museum of Narrative Arts by George Lucas opening up, showcasing his 40,000 pieces of original comic art. I think this is, in a way, and has a really good chance to replace the positioning that fine art and Renaissance art has today in museums. And so, yeah, I could definitely see this making sense a few years from now.
Yeah. I've always heard too, it does make sense that a lot of first appearance comics, having the first appearance character on the cover is very important. It's very important. We've seen that with Doctor Strange's first comic. That's his first appearance comic. He's not on the cover, which a lot of people have said that hurts the issue. And the fact that we have a piece like this, it's an actual original art piece with a first appearance character on the cover, does that add a lot of value? SwaggleHaus, what are your thoughts?
It does. It's interesting for me because as I look at that number, I'm like, do I think that this is cheap or do I think that this is expensive? And I'm actually not sure. And maybe that means that it's kind of the right price.
It's really high. I think it's expensive.
Because on the one hand, Spider-Woman, she's obviously, we all know who she is, the character, the Jessica Drew version. But at the same time, she's not as famous as maybe some of the other Marvel characters are. But I think about there's Todd McFarlane pieces that are covers from the ASM run that have sold for $400K, so that are not keys or first appearance. And I'm like, yeah, so that seems like the right price to be around. But then we had I don't want to actually mention ones that we're probably going to eventually talk about. So I don't know. I think that this is in a lot of ways, it's a really cool page. I actually just really like the art itself. I think it looks great. And so I think it's a cool cover to have picked up. But on the one hand, it's Gil Kane maybe not as notable as Todd McFarlane or Jim Lee or Jack Kirby. But yeah, I don't know. It's a cool piece, but I can kind of understand why maybe it's not $1 million piece.
Yeah, definitely. And it's definitely a high price to speculate on if they have any, possibility of Spider-Woman ever appearing in the MCU, which, I mean, that's yeah. But I do think that there's possibilities there. I've heard whispers that they plan to introduce her character. I know that there was a version of her character introduced into the Spider-Verse, but it'll be interesting to see if they actually bring her in. We'll see. We'll find out. But either way, impressive sale.
Very.
And number 6, Black Cat Mystery number 50. This is a really interesting piece. I mean, this cover is one of the more famous examples of the pre-Comics Code horror art. SwaggleHaus, could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So this is, from the 50s, 54, I believe. And this Black Cat comic is definitely, I'd say it's in the top at maybe 15, 10 notable pre-code horror comic books, which if you guys don't know, a quick little history lesson, comic books were started with Superman and Batman and Captain America, and that was all kind of going on during the World War II days, and so that's what was the style. And then when the war ended, the people were not as interested in those types of stories anymore, and so they moved over to doing horror and things of that nature, and comics just went crazy. Like they were just, I mean, look at the craziness of covers. They were just really going for it at this particular time. Yeah, and this particular artist, Lee Elias, has done a lot of great covers. If you guys know the Chamber of Chills 19 cover, which is a lot of people are familiar with that one with the girl and the glass of wine. But yeah, this is just one of his most notable works, and 840,000. I mean, it's a big number. So I definitely get it as far as it being kind of a notable historic comic book.
This also transcends comic art. I think it's a part of history. If you think about what it represents, it actually has been in history books. It's been spoken about in documentaries. So it does transcend the category of comic art in my eyes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's interesting too because these type of covers, especially the murder mystery covers, they're typically, a lot of them were banned, weren't they, in the 50s as well?
Yeah. So later, like it caused a moral panic, right? There was like so many of these types of covers, and all the moms and dads were like, I don't want my kids reading this stuff, and that created the what was known as the comics code after that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oof. Okay, get one more good look in there. Get ready for Halloween, boys.
Halloween.
Oh, that is nasty. I love it.
Look at that. Oof. Raw.
Yeah, this also put a note. Just a quick thing with the radium. I mean, I think that's kind of right in that Cold War time period. Right? There was a lot of discussion about nuclear bombs and all that. And so that was so to Carl, your point, it represents a very specific moment in history as well.
Sure.
Which in a way makes it even scarier.
Yeah.
Because of how real it was. That's incredible. Thank you for that. Next up, we have Shock SuspenStories number 6. It's the original cover art, sold back in 2021 for $840,000. I mean, the cover is absolutely insane in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's very insane in a lot of ways. And I think similar as the last one, it's a moment in American history that we cannot forget. And I think comics have always served as a medium for creative to narrate and capture a moment in time. So this is that, and in a way, it could be seen as a moment in history. It could also be seen as a moment in a horror movie. And so, however you want to interpret it, this also transcends comic art. I would say this is almost like a periodical, reporting on a very important, kind of questionable part of American culture, but nevertheless, it's American culture.
Yeah. And in terms of the price, we saw the previous sale actually matched the same as this one, 3 years apart. What are your thoughts on the sale in terms of the price? Do you feel it makes sense, or is it a little overvalued, a little too much, or maybe undervalued?
I'll say this. I think I've definitely seen a lot more collectors vying away from anything that represents any kind of cultural no-nos. All right, so like the swastika, any art that it has a swastika on it, and there was a lot of it from Jack Kirby. There was a lot of it back in the day. You could get deals on those because basically a lot of collectors stay away from them. And so
the good old swastika discount.
Yeah, so in a way, whoever went for this either loved the subject matter or just wanted to get a deal, So I think nonetheless, it probably does impact its price because for something like this, like I don't know how comfortable my parents would be if I had this hang on my wall.
Right. Yeah.
So it would, even if I had nostalgia for it, it would not live on my wall. So, but someone else might be hella proud and be like, "This is the centerpiece of my collection,"
True.
I was thinking of was it Marvel Comics number? Which issue was it? Is it the first issue as a very, very racist cover? And I think it's what issue was it? Oh, Detective Comics number 1. The very first issue of Detective Comics number 1.
Oh yeah.
Kind of the same thing, right? I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can put that up on the wall. You know, I understand the historical significance, but my goodness.
Yeah, just put it in the safety deposit box. Know what it's worth. Don't let anybody else look at it.
Yeah.
Although on the
Yeah,
flip
very true.
side, yeah, go ahead. What was it?
Oh no, it's just very true. There's like a lot of the, a lot of these covers are kind of fun to own today, or I should say, the comics are fun to own today because they're just so shocking, But a lot of them are also like, yeah, I don't know if this is the one that I want to have as my signature piece on my wall. And to go all in on the cover, it is like the same idea, where you're just like, that's a lot of money to put on something that if you have family and friends over, they're sort of like, oh, you like collecting what now?
Yeah. Yeah. I will say though, the one piece that a lot of Superman World War II issues I love a lot. It's watching Superman fight the Nazis. But I will say that Captain America Comics #1, seeing him punch Hitler right in the jaw is like the most rewarding cover, I think, by far.
It's the best one.
Yes.
Best. Yeah.
Amazing. And I was curious, do you guys know if that cover art even exists today? Is it still around? Does anybody know? Have you heard?
You know what? I don't know. I haven't ever heard or seen or heard any rumors about. So yeah, it's a good question. I don't know if it exists.
Yeah. And hopefully that 198 still exists. It's crazy to think that there's an actual 198.
I know.
And what that would sell for, I can't even imagine. It's got to be 8 digits. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, I don't know if that's ever going to get sold. That's just going to get passed down through the family for generations. Like that's just an insane.
Exactly. But real quick, we're going to take a quick sponsor from our commercial break. This video is sponsored by Fannable. Fannable is changing the game, combining physical collectibles with digital ownership. Send in your graded comics, cards, video games, VHS, and action figures to be securely stored and insured in a Brinks vault for free, while maintaining full control of your collectibles through blockchain technology. That's right. Free shipping, free storage, free insurance. Grab a mystery case from a Fannable kiosk at your shot to unbox a grail, or cash out instantly with their 90% buyback option. It's fast, it's fun, and it's a whole new way to open packs. One collector turned this $250 mystery case into an amazing Fantasy 15 worth $20,000. Secure, manage, and monetize your physical collectibles all in one place. You can download the Fannable app on iOS and Google Play, and also go to fannable.io.
Yeah.
Right.
Sean, while we're breaking here and before we move on to the final stretch here, we got some big boys coming. I guess just want to address seeing a lot of the comments coming through, and bear with us. Normally we're bringing up comments and we're interacting with our community. We have currently 3,600 people watching us live. Nice. Some of those might be bots. I don't know, but this is the most we've ever had. So we're kind of just rolling with our discussion here and trying to keep the content moving for you guys. But I know a lot of people have been asking about a contact address or contract address being announced. I did go ahead and retweet the stream on Twitter with the link. So for, I guess, people were concerned about scammers potentially sending and I guess trying to launch fake tokens and things like that. So the correct one, I just retweeted the stream on Twitter. So if you're able to find our Twitter at Comics and Crypto, that is the correct one. We are currently streaming on Pump Fun as well, but streaming to Twitter and to YouTube. So wherever you're joining us, appreciate all of you who are here today and everybody who is, just supporting us, and really appreciate everybody. There's been some very humbling creator rewards and fees that have come in so far.
Nice.
So we're going to be using those to put together a really, really awesome giveaway for all the holders out there. So for everybody who's already purchased, appreciate it. Anybody who hasn't yet, basically holding is really all that it takes to be eligible for future giveaways that we do. So yeah, the creator rewards we're going to keep using to give back to you guys. So thank you guys. Like really, really humbling. But yes, the CA, I don't know if okay, somebody said I have to post the CA. So while we continue to stream, I will figure out how to post the actual CA itself. But yeah.
And everybody in the comments too, just so you know, we're going to be doing a more interactive experience tomorrow. Today we didn't plan on having a bunch of comments, so we actually just have a presentation about the top 10 comic sales of all time. But tomorrow we're going to go cover some cool topics and actually answer questions. So yeah.
Sorry, that's on Thursday actually.
Oh, on Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday.
Sorry.
Yeah. Thursday at 2 p.m. PST. Yeah, but we'll plug that more a little bit later.
Yeah. But we might do something tomorrow as well. We'll definitely let you know. But make sure to follow us on Twitter for more details. So coming at number 4, the New Mutants 98, page 14. Why is this such a special piece?
I mean, when it dropped, timing wise, was perfect. I mean, the biggest billion-dollar franchise on the same year, Deadpool, Wolverine, and God, do I know who owned it? I don't think. Yeah, I don't want to speak of term, but yeah, it just was perfect timing, I think, overall. And then yeah, Liefeld's been out there, right? In the last 5 years, his podcast has gotten a lot of momentum. He is out there at every convention. He's selling Youngblood. He made this huge feud with Marvel, so it's drummed up a lot more attention towards his art. At one point, I think, folks may question his art, but me growing up, I loved his art because there's just so much energy that was captured. And comic art isn't supposed to have perfect anatomy. I think his risk taking and just the ability to draw and capture his energy on the pages was what I always appreciated. And yeah, this kind of also goes back to, would you go for the cover or would you want this page, right? Because the cover at some point was listed for about $7 million as a buy now during the course of the movie promotion. So would you do this for $1 million? Would you do $7 million for the cover? And in the long haul, which one will be more valuable? So that's a huge question mark, right? So curious your guys' thoughts.
Yeah, SwaggleHaus, what are your thoughts on this piece?
I mean, it's a amazing grail for the Deadpool collector or the Deadpool fans. Earlier we were talking about that first panel of Wolverine. So to me, I'm like, this page is probably a little more dynamic than that first panel, but yeah, that would, in my opinion, that would get confirmation that the Wolverine page would sell for $1 million at least if it went on sale today. But yeah, this is what can you say? Like, we're at that age, and Carl, you were kind of talking about that earlier in the stream, where there's so many people who are that are the collectors now, that are the players, and this is that era that we all grew up on, and everyone has nostalgia for. And Rob Liefeld is one of those creators, and Deadpool is now like, in the A tier of superhero characters. I mean, like, I think it might be fair to say that he's probably in Marvel's top 3 or 5 most notable superheroes there is right now. I mean, like, Marvel and DC just had their big crossover where they did a collaboration for a comic launch, and Marvel chose to put Deadpool with Batman. So I think that's a testament to how popular this character is. So in a lot of ways, it doesn't surprise me that this sold for $1 million, even though yes, it probably cashed in on the height of the moment.
And just for clarification, this is the first time we ever see Deadpool inside of a comic book. Is that correct?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
It's noted.
Oh, in fact, I don't know the winner, but I do know the underbidder, and I think psychologically it was really hard for him to break into figures. But we haven't touched base on this, but I wonder if his mind has changed since, because I do feel like, if I had it, I feel like the 7 figures wouldn't be much more. I mean, I guess I just feel it's reasonable based on like the popularity of this. And I'm not a huge Deadpool fan, but if I was a huge Deadpool fan, I think I would push for it. It would be worth it to me.
Yeah, and going back to historical significance, right? I mean, there's definitely a lot of Deadpool cover art out there, but this is the first time we see him in a comic book, right? So that has such a strong presence and historical value for this specific piece. And the way that the comic art is selling right now and where the direction it's going, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a fair price for it? Do you think this definitely has big upside?
So there's a kind of a rule set in the comic art market. And I think this will change in time, but they always say if you try to sell your art within the 5-year mark, you'll always, for the most part, lose money. If you sell it 5 years and above, that's when you could expect some upside. If you want guarantee upside, wait 10 years. And that's kind of like a general rule of thumb. But I think with the amount of people pouring into the hobby, as well as the Lucas Museum opening up, it's really going to bring more attention to this. So I wouldn't be surprised if this would actually demand more if it actually came on the market today.
Incredible. Yeah, I mean, especially considering Deadpool's popularity and the films that he continues to make, and I don't see Deadpool going away anytime soon. You know, I can see Ryan Reynolds doing movies for that character until he's 70.
Let me put it this way: it really just takes a billionaire like Ryan Reynolds to get when I could buy the first appearance of Deadpool, the character that I'm fully committed to, for this to go way beyond the price here.
Exactly.
Just one guy like him.
Yeah, and what's exciting about it too is, I mean, he has now established such strong creative control over the character, which, I mean, I think he's done a great job so far, especially considering the backstory of how it was even possible to be made. You know, they made that piece that they were trying to pitch Marvel Studios. They had a micro budget. They made some test footage. The studio didn't understand it because for R-rated film to invest $50 million plus in an R-rated film just didn't make sense to them because they'd never seen it done at the time, at least successfully. But the footage got leaked and it went viral. And they couldn't ignore it. Mm-hmm. You know what's amazing? We speculated for years that Ryan Reynolds 100% was a part of it, and he finally came out.
Finally came out
like a month or two ago and said, "Yep, that was me, 100%." Yep. That was so brilliant. That was brilliant. So he changed the whole landscape of filmmaking for especially R-rated films. I mean, because of that film, Logan was created. And Logan, my gosh, right?
Oh, what a great movie.
What a masterpiece.
For sure.
What a masterpiece. But now we have a lot of other things that are coming out too, like Marvel Zombies. That's really interesting. An R-rated animated series coming to Disney Plus. And I appreciate the fact that they're no longer feel like they need to candy coat the content to ensure ticket sales. But anyways, I'm rambling a little bit, guys. We'll go to number 3. I'm really excited about this stuff. All right, number 3. The Amazing Spider-Man 194, first appearance of Black Cat. We have another iconic first appearance character on the cover, and this is the original cover art by the legendary artist Al Milgrom. SwaggleHaus, what are your thoughts? I see your head nodded. You're pumped right now.
Yeah, I think that the conversation around this was that it was really expensive, or like that was a lot of money to pay. And I can almost kind of see it being that it's like, again, I'll just do like Al Milgrom, incredible, super notable artist, but at the same time, not quite the Todd McFarlane. So maybe that's the reason. But to me, like Black Cat, and being that it's an actual ASM title and she's on the cover and it's her first appearance, like Black Cat as a character.
We lose Mickey.
Fan love.
No, he's back.
You're good. You're back.
You just froze for a second. With a very funny face. You're good. You're back.
Oh, my bad. Well, what I was saying was Black Cat to me is like a character that I feel like art fans love. Like think of like all the Black Cat covers that people collect, even though she's not like, say, a character in movies, or like she doesn't have her own like cinematic universe. It's like when you go to the Comic-Con, it's always the Black Cat covers that sell. It's always the people that want the Black Cat remark. It's always they want the sexy J. Scott Campbell Black Cat. And so like to me, I think that she's like an art collector character. And that's really why that this one was, on top of all the other reasons, so expensive.
Yeah, Black Cat alongside Magic, alongside Psylocke.
Yeah,
the three.
Psylocke. Yeah,
they're like the three. Like every Japanese artist, rather they're comic book fans or not, has drawn before as some sort of naughty commission. You know, so I think that level of fan base has made her significant in the pop culture space. Now, how relevant is she in the comic book fandom? I don't know. Again, I don't follow Spider-Man world that much, but I will say I would pay this for the Deadpool first appearance over this. I'll say that from my perspective.
Yeah,
I think the Deadpool is a smarter purchase than this, but I also just kind of also maybe get it. I don't know, but I might be biased because I like Black Cat.
Yeah.
The other thing is also, one of the rule sets is if you ever want something that's A-list and, a top 10 sample for an artist doing what they're known for, you are always expected to overpay. And the overpaying is not just 10, 20%. It's overpaying 50 to 100%. Like you gotta be ready for that. So I think if there is a true, who knows? This guy who owns us may have a fucking museum of like, busty Black Cat mural as his backdrop. And so he might love this. So like maybe it's worth $500,000, but like for him, it's like I need this, and so double pay for it.
And these things are one of ones, and they only come on the market
Yeah.
every once in a while. Like you just never know. So it's like when the opportunity comes, you kind of just got to jump on it, and sometimes overpay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The had to have it price.
Yes.
Yeah, that had to have a price. You only need 2 people with deep pockets to make that happen.
Yeah.
And I just caught this right here. I thought that was really, really neat to see Jim Shooter signature on there. That's pretty awesome. I just noticed that right now.
Is cool.
That's really cool. Wow. Yeah, an amazing piece of history.
Sean, usually you're not so good with the signatures.
Yeah. Actually, so one of my first pieces, I have a Marvel sign to the left of me over here. And I had a chance to get that signed by Jim Shooter, Mike Zeck. And and that was one of the first times I ever got it signed. Actually, Stan Lee was the first signature I ever got on it. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Really awesome guy. Very open. Yeah, he was opening details about Secret Wars like 5 years ago. He's like,
Jim Lee. I mean, Jim Shooter loves to talk. He loves.
Yeah. He's like, Marvel came to me with asking for a bunch of content for Secret Wars. They're absolutely making a movie about it. What the? Are you telling me this right now? That's epic.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
Obviously, $1 million is a lot to spend on speculation. But what would you say if Sydney Sweeney comes out and plays Black Cat in the next Spider-Man movie, and she becomes a cultural phenomenon?
Massive.
Would you say that this is like now a goodbye?
Yeah.
If it's a good movie, yeah.
It helps.
It's a good movie. Good point. She has to
If it's a good movie.
It has to be good. That's a good point. It has to be a good movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't she in a Spider-Man Girl movie or something like that?
She was in that. Yeah, she was in the really bad one. But there's the next Tom Holland movie is coming out with Spider-Man, and those are the rumors that she's gonna be Black Cat.
I mean, she has a lot of range. I mean, there's a film coming out. Apparently, she's going to be an Academy Award nominee. There's a lot of rumors right now that the Christie, the boxing film, it looks good. It's an intense drama.
She was actually boxing in it.
I think to an extent. I think for the close-up shots, right? But I think she definitely got involved in some of it. But yeah, it's exciting. And to add to your point, I agree. I think that this would definitely popularize not just the piece, but also just the comic and character in general. I mean, my goodness, what did she do for a bathwater soap sales? That was ridiculous. That was insane. But good for her. She capitalized on it, man. She's a smart businesswoman. She got it down. So
yeah.
Coming at number 2. Real excited to show this one, guys. This is, there it is. Woo! Dark Knight Returns #1. Original cover art by Frank Miller. This is an epic piece right here.
So there's
a big jump in price.
I mean, yeah, unquestionable. I think this is a classic, a perfect example where less is more, but also an example that was highly contested by collectors because if you guys are familiar, Lynn Farley is the colorist who was at the time, I think, married to Frank. And so she actually painted this cover as a final. And so there's questions on if this is actually the actual pencils or inks or anything under it, because the way Lynn Varley does it is she takes the transparency of the inks and she'll paint under it and put the transparency over it. And so in a way, this is actually the painting, the colors for the cover. But as far as anyone knows, it's the only sample of the original art. And so I think there was a lot of people going, who the fuck paid this much money for a color guide? I actually know who owns it. And it's funny because apparently it's just sitting behind a door. And a friend of mine actually almost ran into it the other day. It's glorious that things are kind of, one man's treasure, so it's
Wow. Yeah. So everyone out there, if you don't know the backstory, so going back to the Dark Knight Returns #1, this is probably considered one of the most significant landmark stories that defined Batman and had such a major influence on superhero comics in general, right? I mean, this cover is one of the most iconic Batman covers of the modern era. and it's constantly reproduced and referenced and cited in discussions of classic comic art. But yeah, I was blown away when this one actually came to auction, and it sold for $2.4 million back in 2022. And we were watching this one like a hawk when this one came out. Yeah.
Now, what do you guys think? Did it feel high or was it low?
I mean, this is like, yeah, Spencer, what are your thoughts?
It's tough because it's such a big jump between like number 3 to number 2. It's hard to justify that much amount more spent, but also like everything Sean just said, it validates a lot of things. So I don't know, whatever people are willing to pay for it, as long as you got 2 people on either side of a bid and they're willing to go at it, like it's going to keep going. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, this is arguably one of Frank Miller's most significant pieces, right? Would you guys agree?
If not the,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Of arguably one of the biggest artists of all time. So we have this most significant piece, and it makes sense. The price drop makes sense to me. Carl, sorry, you were going to say?
Yeah, no, I mean the owner of this piece, as well as the owner of the first appearance of Wolverine, I think both their collection kind of reflects art at this level, which is basically the number one piece by that artist and what the artist is most known for. So I think
the equivalent of getting a 9.8 grade for a whole set or whatever.
It's had to belong in one of their collections. It only makes sense. So I do feel like it's a significant piece. I also know the previous owner, and the previous owner, I consider him a mentor, and he's had this for many years.
Wow.
And he was kind of struggling if he wanted to let it go or not. But I think it was probably good timing and good move to move this, because he also has some crazy-ish. And so I think this I think is about the right price. And
Would you
the other one, Carl, that's... Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Well, I'm saying I just noticed that this sold that right around that height of 2022 as well. I was just going to ask you, Carl, do you think that this would get 2.4 if it went again today, unlike the other piece that you were talking about, the Kirby one?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of the usual suspects that are big fans of Dark Knight Returns that I know of at least was split on if, and this is in a lot of the CGC forums too, on if this was like legitimate Frank's art or not, because Lynn Varley painting, and so I think that's the split. So you do lose half your audience. So I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure if it would command the same dollar amount, but I remember this was a big surprise to a lot of people because of that. And honestly, if it was the inks, because of its simplicity, I don't know. Like, I mean, as simple as it was, if it was just the inks, I wonder. Maybe we could have gotten more. It would have been less. I don't know. It probably would have gotten more, actually. I think because people are just so used to black and white inks. But I think the lightning, I think it's all colors, right? I'm guessing. And it's really just the shadow. Yeah. And then there's also a lot of arguments on, like, is Batman facing us or looking the other way? What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no, I always see it that his back is to us. That's my Rorschach test on it.
Me too.
That's what I see too.
Okay, we're on the same page then.
So coming at number 1. Coming at number 1. Drum roll, please. Booyah!
There we go.
There it is. Secret Wars number 8. Secret Wars number 8. And it's not even the cover art.
Not even the cover.
So for $3.36 million back in 2022, this is interesting because this is not, well, Amazing Spider-Man 252 was the first time we saw a printed cover appearance of the black costume of Spider-Man. Secret Wars 8 provides the origin of explanation for how Spider-Man acquired the costume. So why do you guys think this sold for such a high premium?
Pumped Out Fun. I mean, this was in the height of 2022, and it was shortly after Heritage. Fact check me, but I think Heritage started taking crypto. So and no one knows who owns this. And typically, when someone wins something, word gets around eventually, right? But no one knows who owns it. So the speculation and the thesis is someone came from the crypto world, had fresh cash, some ETH all-time highs or Bitcoin all-time highs and said, you know what, I love Venom, and this is the first appearance of the black costume, and he may or may not be a casual comic book collector, and fucking went all in. And so, but at the same time, it's not just one person, and so it takes two to get it here, right? And so there could have been multiple crypto whales, could have been one crypto whale and one super Spider-Man lover. But yeah, man, this was at the height of the market, 2022 for sure.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember when this one was sold. I think Sean, I don't know if we were together, but I remember us being we were just freaking out. I'm sure we called each other like right afterwards. But
yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, this was insane. This was a crazy price, and it definitely is. It might take us a little bit, as hot as art is right now. It might take us a little bit to like get to break this number. Like I'm trying to think of like what could possibly go at auction today that would surpass this. But I guess it's kind of like what you were saying, Sean, when you pulled up the double Frank Miller or Dark Knight pages, where it was like that was the moment. And similar with this story, this is kind of that moment. And
right.
As far as its cultural significance is concerned, I know that the MCU is not firing like it used to, but we're going to get this moment. We're going to get this Tom Holland moment. In one of these upcoming Avengers movies. And so, as far as this art piece being cool to own at that time, I mean, it's coming up.
That's true. Yeah, if Tom Holland busts out the black costume, Secret Wars becomes the next outlet, this would have been a great move by whoever got it. So
and I'm happy that you guys brought that up. I actually didn't hear about that. So Carl, I'm glad that you did bring that up. We've always speculated what's going to happen when Bitcoin hits $100,000. What's going to happen to not just digital collectibles, but more importantly, physical collectibles, because people, especially when they have the opportunity to purchase with cryptocurrency, which Heritage allows, and especially now, I don't see that ever going away. Same with golden auction. So it's really cool to hear that potentially somebody may have purchased this using crypto and had a massive crypto bag. That's incredibly validating for the cryptocurrency market. That's amazing.
Yeah. Similar to Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, if you were to look at like TCG player cards of sealed product and vintage cards, every time there's a Ethereum or Bitcoin pump, there's a pump in the TCG market as well. So a lot of folks actually take their crypto and put it into physical collectibles. I think really as a way to store value. It's just to diversify their holdings, and it makes a lot of sense. Because comic art, I've been in it for about 7 years now. I still consider myself very, very new. At least those before me have told me like it's only gone one way. So I don't see things changing anytime soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. That was the top 10 comic sales of all time. Of course, doesn't include Frank Frazetta, who, by the way, just sold a piece for, was it $12 or $13 million?
13.5.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the Frazetta stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because he did come from the comic book world, and people consider kind of include him in the comic book, but I think he's transcended as well. So
well, I think it's definitely, I think, the first kind of knocking on the door of like, because he's comics adjacent, maybe you would call him a fantasy artist. I think he's that sale puts the fine art world on notice. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. It was fun, actually. I believe, and I don't, if I'm wrong, guys, I apologize if I'm incorrect on this, but it sounds like I think his daughter runs his social media account. She made a post recently and talked about the backstory of the piece that sold, and also how competitive her father was when it came to creating art, and how he wanted his art to be more valuable than Rockwell. Norman Rockwell.
Oh wow!
Which which I thought was really cool.
He's getting there.
Yeah, he's getting there, man.
Nice. Like artists like him. Yeah, Frazetta didn't get there.
Mama mentality.
Yeah, he didn't get there by accident. He modeled his whole legacy through his children, and in fact, he structured it in a way where his 4 children each inherited X number of his artworks, and then there is a like his top 50 artworks are like co-owned, and then they have co-rights to it. So that's one of his daughters. I think it's 3 daughters and a son, but they all had kind of like when he passed away, he set up a whole rule set where they got to take turns choosing what they wanted. And then he carved out these iconic pieces, and these iconic pieces are co-owned, and they co-own the rights. And then they have non-exclusive rights they could use for each of the art pieces of the top tier ones, and they have their exclusive rights for the ones that they chose. Really smart and like really well thought out.
Yeah.
Like he's beyond just an artist. That guy is a freaking genius, and I would put like Barry Windsor Smith in that same category. He's very strategic in the way he puts his art out there, as well as a couple other guys. But I would say Frank Frazetta, Barry Windsor Smith are the two guys that, at least from my studies and what I've heard, they basically have designed their own careers and their own legacy. And it's really, really special.
That's amazing. Oh, wow. Yeah. And for everyone out there, if you don't know, this is the recent Frank Frazetta piece of referencing Conan, the Barbarian, sold for $13.5 million. But that doesn't stop there. You have this piece as well. The Dark Kingdom sold for $6 million back in 2023. You have the Egyptian Queen, sold for $5.4 million back in 2019.
Yeah.
Incredible. 2018, the Death Dealer 6 sold for basically $1.8 million, and so on and so on. But you see, if you look at the prices to the right, his art is going up. It's definitely going up in value.
Going up.
Yep. All art is going up, and he's on my list, but I don't know if I can ever afford him. I think I have to win the lottery to get in on the fun. But California Comics says, imagine what Evermind #1 or Sandy #1 cover art would go for. Well,
Not for sale.
Not for sale. Not getting it.
Not for sale.
Not for sale. Not for sale.
Yeah, they're over. I got. It's right off camera right there. It's not. For sale.
Evermind #1 is in the safe. It's in the safe here, and it's not mine. It's Sean's. I'm just holding it for him. I don't know what to do with it, but
that's so cool, guys. Wow, that's epic. That's really cool. And SwaggleHaus, you have Sanity #1?
I do have it, the cover, yeah.
You don't have to pull it up, but yeah, that's cool.
I can show it. I'll show it.
Are you good? Oh, yeah, let's go.
Dude, Swag's wall is getting crazy. He's getting all this art now mixed into the comics.
For context, everyone, this is wow.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
This is an original comic book created by SwaggleHaus, Sanity #1, which you can also buy on VV Digital Collectibles. If you're interested, definitely get it down the VV app and purchase the comic along with all the other 24/7 amazing comics, including Evermind. Yeah, that is so cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Please back the Evermind Kickstarter. I don't know if it's possible to throw a link into the chat, but we are really trying to get more followers on it because it really does help with day one. And on top of that, you'll be the first to get updates when we announce our day one exclusive that's dropping. So we have really cool surprises coming, including this Mech Gold Bobo collectible toy on VV. As you guys know, the last Bobo sold out in like a second and was trading crazy dollars. And we're also going to have this redemption for Evermind #4 Gold. So
that one's nuts. And everyone out there, so you know, it's a redemption for a digital collectible on VV that you can use not just in the VV verse, but also in augmented reality. It looks amazing. Yeah, it looks amazing.
It's crazy. It's sick.
Yeah. And everyone, just follow the link down in the details. You'll be able to back their Kickstarter. We'll also be sure to tweet it out as well to get involved. So really excited stuff, guys. And everyone out there, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang around for a bit. But Carl and SwaggleHaus, guys, it was an absolute blast having you on. So much fun.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank
you for sharing your knowledge, guys. Like,
oh my gosh,
there's so much knowledge on this.
Because we were excited to do a top 10, and immediately Spencer and I individually are like, we got to get SwaggleHaus and Carl.
It's like we don't know enough about this.
We got
to get the experts in here.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. I mean, thanks so much for having me. Like, I'm Carl. Carl's the man. Carl's the one who's taught me a lot, and now I blame him for now. Bringing me into this comic world and buying so much, or comic art world. I've been buying so much comic art. It's eating into my comic book budget, but it's a lot of fun. And this was getting to hang out with you guys and talk about it.
I just want what's best for you, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see the both of you guys in New York next month, and just 2.5 weeks or something like that. It's coming up fast.
Oh my gosh, coming up. It's fast.
It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, Daniel Wu and Sean Chen will be there. I mean, I think first time signing appearance is Daniel Wu twice at the VV booth. So
incredible.
Fans of Into the Badlands or anything last time we had a signing, it was like a last minute announcement at a local comic book shop, we had around 300 plus people wrapped around the block. It was crazy.
Huge
So,
one. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Hopefully it was a good turnout. So spread the word. Anyone who loves Daniel Wu or Sean Chen, please come out and grab your exclusive Evermind 1/2, and we'll see you guys then.
Yeah,
Awesome.
exciting stuff,
Thank
guys.
you, gentlemen.
And make sure to give Carl and SwaggleHaus a follow on both Instagram and Twitter. We've included their details in the comments or down the details as well. So make sure to give them a follow, and of course 24/7 Comics. Guys, absolute blast. Thanks again.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you soon.
So we're gonna hang around for a little bit, guys. If okay, I have to say,
Okay. We're good.
But we want to talk a little bit about everything that's going on. This is the response has been overwhelmingly positive. We're pumped right now, no pun intended.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, we see your comments.
Yeah,
we see them. We know that there's
100%.
a lot of things that we need to do. We know we need to lock our tokens. We know we need to get the decks. We know there's stuff we need to do. A lot of this came, a little bit of a surprise to us. We launched this as an experiment, but we are committed to, continuing to build this thing. Really excited that you guys are all here. But yes, we know that we have things that we have to do. Sorry for not addressing that during the stream. We had guests on. We had to be respectful of our guests. We had an agenda. We had some really amazing content that, we have an existing audience, and we know a lot of you guys are joining us for the first time right now. But we have an existing, audience that enjoys this content that we still need to continue to do that for. So really appreciate you guys sticking with us, though. There's still a ton of people watching. But yes, we will be doing all these things. Very difficult for us to try to do all these things that we know that we need to do while we're in the middle of streaming and trying to have an engaging discussion. So I appreciate you guys bearing with us. But yes, we plan on doing all the things. We know lock tokens. We know got to get the deck screener, dex tools, Moby screener. We know we got to do all that stuff. We're going to create a group on X for the token. So yeah. So appreciate you guys bearing with us. Like we said, we didn't expect to have this overwhelming level of support. So we really appreciate it, guys.
This is extremely humbling. And so everyone knows we've had our content channel for 5 years now. We're a platform that endorses and promotes the collectible space. Hence Comics and Crypto, your source for everything collectible. We love collectibles. We love educating our audience about collectibles so they could figure out the best opportunity and success for their collection, whether they're just collecting or investing. We promote both the digital and physical space. We see both as one market cap, and we're excited about.
As you see, we have tons of physical collectibles, but also tons of NFTs as well. So yeah, we're really about bridging both markets and educating people in both, bringing people from the physical market into digital. We know so many people who started out in digital and who moved to physical just because they got excited about collecting. So we plan to continue to do great content like that. The next live stream that we have planned, and maybe there's a chance we'll do another one before then, but the next one that we have planned on the schedule is on Thursday at 2 p.m. PST. That is our weekly Q and Hang episode that we do every week. We basically talk about a bunch of different topics in the collectible space, both physical and digital. We talk about record sales. We talk about, really cool stories of just collectors finding things in the wild. But yeah, things that excite us that, that we want to share with you. We'll be having our sponsor Fannable on the show as well. We're going to be running a couple giveaways. I think we're going to try to plan a new one that we didn't have planned already just because of the response that we've had here. But we'll be giving away, so I guess Fannable will be giving away a digital graded comic book. So this is a graded physical comic book that has been vaulted in a Brinks vault and physically secured and tokenized that you can trade digitally. So yeah, they have this collectibles kiosk where you can kind of do like a blind box and pull out different collectibles. But these are physical comics that are basically secured in a Brinks vault that you can trade digitally on the blockchain. You can pull these out of the vault at any time and have the physical item shipped to you. They're a really amazing sponsor. We love having them on board with Comics and Crypto. But yeah, we'll be giving away basically a kiosk item. So Sean, if you go to the kiosk, so they are blind boxes that allow you. So there's different price points. So there's comics that are inside these, and so you randomly get a comic inside. So you can pull a comic that's worth right around retail or maybe below retail, but you also can pull a comic that's worth sometimes 10x what you paid for the box. Sean, I think in the commercial earlier mentioned there was an AF-15, Amazing Fantasy 15, which is the first appearance of Spider-Man, that was released in a $250 blind box kiosk box that is worth $20,000. So somebody pulled that out of the box. So what we're going to be doing is giving away one of these boxes to one of our one of our watchers on Thursday. So we'll be doing that. And then also VB Digital Collectibles is sponsoring a giveaway as well. So we'll be giving away a VB Digital Collectible. They are not, I guess, able legally to tell us what that collectible is up front, but it'll be either a digital comic or a digital collectible on their platform. They've been giving away some really, really cool stuff recently, like, pretty valuable secret rare comics and, really low edition collectibles from their vault. So yeah, really excited to give that away. And then, plans to organize another giveaway that we're going to announce at some point between now and then, using the proceeds that you guys have helped us earn from this, from this whole amazing live stream. So yeah, that's kind of updates on the week. But we're going to keep streaming and keep doing everything we can to keep pushing this token. If you guys have any ideas on different utilities that we can implement, this first one about basically using token holdings to do giveaways for collectibles. That's kind of our first idea that we've been willing to commit to, at least up front, just with this initial launch. But if there's anything else that you guys think would be really cool for this token, we'd love to hear your ideas. We want to grow this thing as much as possible, and we want to be able to just keep growing the collectible space. So
and the biggest thing
and we see and real quick, I see a lot of people who want to help with getting all this stuff set up. So appreciate that, guys. We'll definitely chat with you guys after the stream and get all this stuff set up after the stream is over.
100%. And just so you guys know too, like I mentioned earlier, we've been around for over 5 years now, about 4 or 5 years. My goodness, it's been that long. And we've established a ton of partnerships and collaborations. We have partners such as CGC Comics. We've worked with Beckett, Heritage Auctions, Golden Auctions. We've had them on our channel. You can go on our YouTube channel and see all the awesome interviews that we've done with Todd McFarlane, Darren Watts, who inherited over 200,000 comics from his father. Amazing story there. But really,
Boss Logic.
Boss Logic on,
really incredible,
amazing guy.
Yeah.
So cool having Boss Logic on. So we're here to stay. We're excited about this and very humbled about what happened today, and we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep the party going, guys. So yeah, we've never continued to stream like this before, but we figured let's have fun, man. Let's just keep going and talk about this stuff because we're pumped about it. And going back to the Fannable kiosk, it's really fun. Anybody who's familiar with Courtyard, it's similar concept. So the collectibles kiosk on Fannable, you buy a pack and you're guaranteed 50% of your money back. 50%. So whatever comic you get, they do what's called an automatic buyback offer. And they're guaranteeing you 50%. So what does that mean? If you buy a legendary comic or a legendary case, you're guaranteed to get 125 back regardless of what you get. Same with the hero case, 50%. Same with the sidekick, 50%. You see the different level tiers. The different prices reflect the grail chasers. So for example, this $99 hero case, you can get a almost $2,900, almost a $3,000 Crime SuspenStories comic. We were talking about this earlier. Some of the very, very intense cover art that were banned in comic history. This is one of the most iconic. And this comic is worth $3,000 as a 2.0 grade, which is insane. And then, of course, the iconic, most legendary Star Wars #1. This comic is worth almost $2,700. And someone's about to pull it out of a $99 mystery case. And then going back to the $250 mystery case, someone is going to turn $250 into this $10,000 Tales of Suspense #39. Like Spencer mentioned earlier, the very first time this kiosk was released, which was about maybe a month ago, there was this Amazing Amazing Fantasy 15 worth $20,000. And the person that landed that, it was such a great story because we actually connected with him on Twitter and had him on our channel and talked about it. It was great. He talked about how he was with his dad and they pulled over and they saw that let's buy one more. And they bought it. And then and they ended up getting it. And the crazy thing is that every comic, if it's worth more than half the value of the case, right, they'll give you they'll do an automatic buyback offer of 90% of the comic's value. So that means 90% of $20,000 was automatically offered back to the purchaser. And they took the offer and they made, I think, $18,500, $18,000, $18,000, I think what it was. Incredible. And he was so pumped. He said, my dad and I, we're going to buy a boat now. And it was just a really, really special
Yeah.
story. And I love hearing these success stories like that. It's a good, especially for good people. So
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So Sean, real quick, I think we're gonna try to do something a little different. So we have a friend who has set up a number of tokens and is very experienced with all this kind of stuff. I think he's gonna actually join us live here, and we're gonna set some of this stuff up here on the live, so you guys can actually see us doing it. So we're gonna,
Oh, wow.
basically
Let's go.
lock up our tokens. We're gonna get set up on Deck Screener. We're gonna do all this stuff. So yeah, I just sent the invite link out to our friend, and then he will hopefully be joining us soon. But yeah, we're hoping to do some very cool utility. But yeah, I think you mentioned before Fury. Where did I see that? I thought I saw a comment. But yeah, so yeah, basically like the way that we're hoping to do it is basically the amount of tokens you own increases your chance of winning. So yeah, so we'll have probably have ChatGPT kind of run all the math for us. But yeah, based on token ownership, that'll actually increase your chances of winning. Basically, give you more entries, more or less, is a good way of thinking of it. But yeah, I like these ideas though, and yeah, if anybody has any other ideas, keep those coming. But yeah, I've been bad about checking the chat over on actual Pump Fun because we don't, unfortunately, through StreamYard we don't get the comments coming through. But I see you guys there as well. But yeah, let me see real quick where our buddy is.
And in the meantime, I'll continue talking about Fannable and the incredible things that they do. So the idea behind Fannable, and just so you guys know, these are actual physical assets stored in a Brinks vault. And Brinks is a very respectable company, security company. I know that Courtyard also uses them as well. But what they do is they store the physical. They do a hyper resolution scan of that comic, and they create an NFT that's connected, always connected to that physical stored in a Brinks vault. This way, you have full access to your physical collectibles at all times. Imagine it like you store a physical graded collectible inside of a bank vault. You don't always have access to it, and if you want to sell it, you have to go back to the bank, take it out, and sell it to somebody. But you don't have to do that with Fannable because you have access to that NFT that's always connected to the physical. Now, let's say you want to cash it out, like this Green Lantern number 16. What you do is you hit redeem. If you own it, you hit redeem. They'll burn the NFT, and they'll send you the physical. It's amazing. And what's really cool about this tool, which I really love, is that if you submit a comic, or it doesn't have to be a comic because they do all collectibles. They do comics and trading cards. So you see on here, they have sports cards, Pokemon cards. Here's some Disney. Oh, that's cool. Some Disney cards as well. Video games, VHS tapes. No joke, guys. We are huge collectors in the VHS market, and they grade VHS tapes. This is actually one that we own personally. You see the Comics of Crypto. This is a 1982 first commercial release of Star Wars. This is a CIB, which means complete in box. It's not sealed. This VHS has sold as high as $114,000 sealed. $114,000. Absolutely incredible. This is considered probably one of the biggest grails in the VHS market. And we do own this as CIB, and it's stored in the Brinks vault. So you get a super amazing high-res 3D model of your collectible stored safely in a Brinks vault. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.
A sealed copy of this tape just sold for just over $20,000, probably about a little less than a month ago. Which is not the record sale, but
yes.
But yeah.
So right here, this is actually considered a second print. So the first print has a little red. It's red right here, like red right here, right in that center part right there. It's completely red. That's a true first print, and that tape sold for $114,000. The market has come down a little bit. There's a lot of hype, and it's come down a little bit. But the second print tape is sold for up to $20,000 recently, which was a good sale for VHS tape. It's really interesting because the VHS market, back in the early 80s, it was really, really expensive to buy a VHS tape. VHS players were like around $2,000 back in the 80s, late 80s, late 80s, and early 80s. And VHS tapes were around $100, $150. $150, guys, back in the early 80s. Really expensive. So nobody bought these to store them, very much similar to video games, right? That's why we're seeing video games sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars because they're so rare sealed. So, yeah, it's very exciting because you can see this market flourish and grow. It's really, really incredible.
Omar.
Omar, what's up? Hey, bud.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm super excited for you guys. For one, you guys are dear friends of mine, man. But to see you guys do so well, and I'm super, man. This is so dope.
Thank you, man.
Super excited. Like I'm really.
I appreciate you, Omar.
Look, I feel like I've been on stream with you guys the whole journey, man. But just to see you guys be this successful and educate people about, collectibles. Cause look, I'm gonna tell you guys, I haven't got to the comic book space yet, but look, I've really been into like baseball cards, and I got slabs.
There you go. Let's go. Yeah.
Man.
There's no market hotter right now than the sports card. Well, the sports card market and the Pokemon market. My goodness.
I'm learning about, I'm learning
yeah.
about like Pokemon stuff. I'm just like, it's like I'm a kid again, man. And
Yeah,
guys, I mean, I might look 21, but I'm over 40 years old, but I'm like a kid again. And like they're hearing you guys talk about this stuff, I'm just like, wow, you just brought the kid to be, man. See? Oh man, this stuff. But I just wanted to come in and for one, just give you guys, affirmation saying you guys are doing an amazing job. You actually, beyond just educating people about collectibles, but you probably just changed a lot of people's lives from a financial standpoint. And that's the cool stuff about this, man. I really, really, really love to see people that are selfless and, just educating people about something that could, generate revenue, but also give them another perspective on something they might not normally know. And, this is super cool, man. So kudos to you guys. So I know you guys are trying to update Dex tools and all that good stuff. It's super easy.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff we got to do, and a lot of people are asking for it. But yeah, like we said before, we kind of set this up as a bit of an experiment to see if it would gain any traction, to see if I don't know, it's a new streaming platform, something that we haven't used before, and excited to see that people are also excited about it. So given that excitement, we're all in. So yeah.
The cool thing about this stuff is like now you can cross stream across various platforms and get monetized and compensated for your hard work now. That's the whole guys of decentralization and Web3, and I love it, man. Like you guys are paving the way for a lot of people who might not or might be afraid to jump into this. You stepped your toe in and you guys dive head first. So super cool, man. Yeah. Kudos to you, Sean. Kudos to you, Spencer, man. And kudos to my guy Kevin, man. We love you, dude. Let's get it.
Yeah. Appreciate that. But yeah, let's do it. How should we? What should be the priority? What should we do first?
All right, so it's going to be a little process because you're going to probably have to send some soul. But what I can do is just walk you through it so people can show how the process. It's real easy, right? So
Sean, if you wanted to claim some of those creator rewards, then we'll have them in the wallet to be able to do some of that stuff.
Yeah, so Dex it's expensive, guys. Honestly, for what all this stuff should be free in the open market, but it's going to cost you $2.95 and so. But I'm going to send it to you right now in the private chat with us, so you guys can pull it up and see. And it takes literally 2 minutes, right, to set it up. Here's the link to go to it.
So yeah, Sean, you see that in the private chat there in StreamYard?
Once.
Yeah, and I'll just unshare your screen. I'll take that down.
Am I pulling this link up?
Yeah. So pull up Dex tools. Yeah.
Yeah. Then in the search bar, you put the contract address for the token for collect. Do you know how to get that?
I'm sure I'll send it to you real quick.
Yeah.
Different.
You got it, Spencer?
Yeah, I'll send it to you, Sean.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Sean has the actual wallet, I think, on his side, so he's got to actually execute the transactions.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just sent you the contract address. So yeah, sorry guys if this isn't the most entertaining content necessarily, but these are the necessary things that need to happen to make sure that we're keeping things safe for you. So
correct.
But I'll say more validating than anything.
Yes.
Correct. And this builds trust within the community, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like we said this before, but I mean, guys, we've been building this brand for years. Like this is not like a pump and dump type of thing for us. This is we see this as an integral part of continuing to expand our brand. So yeah. And
also as an opportunity to endorse the collectible space, which is really something we're really, really excited about.
Totally.
Yeah. So Sean, what you do is copy put the contract address for collecting in the search bar, and it'll take you to the pair on Dex Tools. And once you guys see, you can be like, oh man, this is super easy, right?
Yeah, it's
So
all
if
easy
for-
stuff, you know.
And for context for everyone out there, I when we started this channel, I'm the comic guy, and Spencer's the crypto guy.
Yeah,
So me asking questions about this
but
stuff.
for some reason, I let Sean set it up on his wallet instead of just me checking. So
It's gonna be fine.
I don't know why we decided to do that, but
That should tell people right there how much you trust each other, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You know,
exactly.
you got the crypto guy not really doing the crypto stuff, but it's so cool.
No, Sean,
100%.
I said something to Sean last night, something about crypto, and he's, what? And I said, Sean, teach a man to fish. You got to learn.
Tell me that. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so what am I doing exactly, guys?
Okay, so the contract address that I just pasted, so paste that into the search bar at the top. Right there. There you go. And so there we are.
So
There's
the
collect.
first one that you see right there, that's it. Yep.
Okay.
Then you see where it says update right in the middle of the screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Click that. Then you will have to, you probably don't, you gotta have to connect your wallet and all that good stuff. And
Okay. I will do that on a separate link, guys. We'll keep that up in the meantime.
Yep.
Man. But Omar, in the meantime, what have you been up to? Let's hear about it.
I mean,
it's been a little bit.
It's just trying to build the next greatest thing, man, in Web3. And like I said, it's super cool, man, because there's so much innovation in Web3. I mean, this is y'all guys' stream, so I want to talk about all our company. We'll talk about that later. But we got a bunch of things in the hopper. I mean, I'm quite sure Jason probably gave you guys a few updates. So, of course, we got a streaming platform that we're trying to bring to fruition, too, that we're really close with. And I'm glad that you guys are taking a step out to get on Punk Fund, because our platform will be another monetize a compensation revenue stream for you guys to get into.
Man.
So
yeah, we'll jump on when you guys are launched. 100%.
It's all about giving power back to the content creators. That's why I'm so glad that you guys hopped into this, man. It brightens my day, because to see that the revenue that you guys could generate in 1 hour compared to waiting for a payout and nothing's wrong with X or IG, but we know for a fact it's hard for everybody to get monetized on Instagram and all these other social.
And you just have to have such a massive following. But we've seen today, it takes a much smaller following to have a big impact on some of these platforms. So, yeah.
But what you just showed us, like what we're building actually will help anybody that can come. Regardless if you have 10,000 followers or 1 follower, you can get compensated. And I love Punk Fund. I love what they're doing. They open the gates for people to come in and innovate and disrupt industries. And that's the dopest thing about all this good stuff, too. So, again, man, I'm super excited, man. I just love to see friends be successful in whatever endeavors that they have, because when you win, we all win for the greater good, right? And this is super dope. And I know you guys got some super dope collectibles, man. So I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
For this stuff, right? Look, I got the LeBron James Barbie doll back there. I need to get.
Nice.
I got a little Tom Brady. Not compared to nothing that you guys do. See, look at Spencer's wall. Look at you. Look at Spencer. Look at your guys' background. Like, I can't compete with that.
Yeah, we got some stuff. We put a lot of years into this.
So one person that has a super dope collection is Up Crypto, man.
Yes. We will be having Jason on stream very soon.
Oh man,
to show us some of his
my
stuff.
mind every time he has his camera. I'm just like, dude, what in the world?
His video game collection is unmatched.
It's unreal. Yeah. And we actually just had an awesome guy on who's selling his Star Wars collection, and it's over $7 million. $7 million of Star Wars collectibles. He's been collecting
Star Wars action figures.
Yeah, and a big shout to Hakes Auctions. They're actually the next auction. He's selling his entire collection in different auctions over the course of a few months, and the next one's happening in a few days, actually. And the first two were sold for over $1 million for each auction, and he still has a lot more planned. So, if you guys want to see that video, definitely check it out on our recent YouTube channel. You can see that interview. It's really cool. It's really cool. So,
if you're having trouble connecting it, we can let the chat know and the viewers.
Yeah, so I haven't connected, but just full transparency, I have to add a lot of information, like your email, Telegram, token, website, all that stuff. So I don't know if I want to do that on a live stream, but but
you could do it behind the scenes though. Do it real quick, because we're not seeing what you're saying. You just paste in, the Twitter, paste in.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I just have a lot of
Because
questions.
this is all stuff that we need to do. So yeah, well, ask all my questions, and then you can always post stuff in the private chat too. Yeah, I mean we're just figuring it all out together right now. So
yeah, and now you can educate people on how to do it. Super easy, and that's I said. When you know something, man, just go head first into it. Then you guys are. I mean, come on, let's be real. I mean, Sean, you might not act like you know crypto stuff, but you know crypto. Trust me.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
You know crypto.
So, Spencer, we'll use our Comics and Crypto podcast at gmail.com email.
Yeah, use that one. That one's good.
Okay. And then, do we have a Telegram?
We have I think that's referring to like a Telegram group. We don't have a group set up, so don't worry about that.
It's saying it's required.
It is required. Okay, then I do. I think it's just at Comics and Crypto. I think it's a private one, but that will work. That is an account.
Okay,
that I have access to.
All right, first step down, guys. Look at that. So is this a new token update or a community takeover?
New token update.
New token update.
Awesome.
Not a takeover.
All right, and then token website. Do I use the pump fund link?
Probably just put like comicsandcrypto.io. Just put our website.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. This is fun, guys. I don't know if anyone's ever done this before.
It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
And our secondary for Dex Tools token is going to be /comics and crypto.
Yep.
Okay. And then it says search a token.
Correct. So I would it's a Solana. You can put the token contact address in after you hold up. Let me see.
I think we put the contract address in.
Correct. Then they'll pull up everything else.
Cool. All right. If it was the reverse right now, Spencer would be flying through this, and I'd just be talking about collectibles. So thanks for bearing with us, guys.
Yeah.
No worries. We're gonna get this done, and we're gonna talk about a lot of awesome stuff. All right. Could you guys send me the contract? Is this the right one?
It's the in the chat.
That's the code.
In the StreamYard chat. Yeah,
that's the one.
The one that ends with pump.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. 2GESB last for a pump.
Perfect. All right. Yep, got it. Awesome. All right. That's pretty much it. Oh, it says circulating supply is at 1 billion.
Well, technically it is, but it has 999 million.
Yeah, but that's just when you do a pump fund token, it automatically has a supply.
Correct.
Yeah.
So total is one.
Okay, cool. So that info is updated. Next, we gotta pay for Dex Screener, right?
Yeah, and it should be the same process. And let me see.
Yeah, and so are you? What exactly are you paying for? Are you paying for a listing? Or are you paying for?
Actually, you just plan to actually have your token and information updated on Dex Tools and Dex Screener.
Got it.
And to me, it's like a money grab, honestly. But the people want it. But to be honest, if you get to certain market cap thresholds, they update it automatically anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm just gonna put it in the group chat just to double check. But that's the number I'm supposed to put in there. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. And then token description. How do we want to describe this, guys?
It's up to you guys. I'm just here.
I think that's a good question. You would just put your. Can we update this later?
It charges you. I think after a certain amount of time, you have to update it. If not, I'll reach out to some of the guys I know that get them to. So yeah, you should be able to.
I mean, do you just want to do a tagline like your source for everything collectible?
Okay. And then I'm gonna for the categories I'm putting NFTs and meme.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes. Okay, and let's see. So put in the email. Our Twitter account. Yes. So, Twitter. All right.
Sean, you're doing a good job, my man.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, this man.
Thank you. All right, and then there we go. Put in our images.
Yep.
Window. Go. Perfect. And then banner. Got that one from yesterday. Cool. All right. Upload. All right. Then submission. And then I think that's it. I'm just double checking over everything. We're almost there, guys. Thanks for bearing with us.
Cool. And Sean, do you have the Solana in that account currently? Because you don't have to pay for it now, right? Right, Omar?
Correct. Let me see.
Cool.
Let me make sure they do take. So let me double check. It should. Hold on. Let me see.
I don't know why they wouldn't. That'd be kind of crazy, actually.
Let's see.
And how much do we need in Sol? Is it
$2.95.
$2.95? Okay. So I think
Yeah.
it'll-
Well, so Sean, if you go ahead and claim the creator awards, then you'll have plenty in that account to be able to pay for it.
got it. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not using the. Oh yeah, because it's long. Okay, got it. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second, guys. This is fun. This is a crash course in this, guys.
I know.
Hey, you doing great.
Thanks. All right.
I guess while you do that, Sean, I might work on trying to figure out how to set up the X community for the token.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's see.
Mhm.
All right, create a community. All right, so community name should just be like $collect, which is the token name. Omar?
That's dope. I mean, it's up to you guys. I think it's super dope. So this is for your
This is just to start an X community.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just comics and crypto. Thank you, Gilly. I see your comments here. Appreciate you helping out. So yeah, just name the community just comics and crypto.
And this is for your TG or your community.
No, this is for X. This is a community on X.
Yeah, I would put it. The community comics and crypto, because everything's going to funnel through you guys anyway. Then they can funnel through the token after that. But at least they know the name and brand recognition first. You know.
Cool.
Okay.
Got it. Appreciate your help, Gilly.
Oh no, we're a team, man.
Yeah.
So it says Dex token, pay with Dex token. Is that?
What else are they showing?
It shows other cryptocurrencies, but I'm not able to click that. Oh wait, never mind. Page is unresponsive. Wait. Okay. If you want to get visit my others. Currently stuck on trying to collect other cryptocurrencies. It's not allowing me to click that button. Commission is. Okay.
Now we'll figure it out, guys. Just to let you know, we will figure it out.
This is so. It says the information you've already entered has been processed. If you want to make any changes, please visit my orders.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that mean it was submitted?
I think it went through.
So. Now check your email. You should get an email.
Okay.
Next tools just to confirm it. But if it says it's in process, then it's in process unless they ask for another payment. Because I can't see it on my
end. I don't see an email. Spencer, do you see an email? I don't see one. Because I definitely didn't process the order yet.
Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get it squared away offline if we can't get it live, but it will be up.
I wonder if I should just try it.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Okay.
Let me check spam.
I guess no. It's just, if it's processed and it should be in the bucket, then I think we should be good. If not, we'll get it squared away. But I think it's good.
Cool.
I don't think it processed yet though, because I didn't click. I just went through all the orders. Damn. Token post. I think I have to start over again. All right. So.
And I hate to put that pressure on you, buddy, but we'll get it squared away.
Okay. I hate to leave at this point and not fulfill this.
Correct.
I'm gonna try this over, do this over again. And the token website is our official website. Just to
see something that could help you. Let me see.
Okay. I just went ahead and created a community on X and just posted that. So for anybody who's joining us here, if you go to our go to our X account at Comics and Crypto, you can go ahead and see that community that we just posted. So yeah, go ahead and give that a join, and also give us a follow if you haven't yet as well.
And thanks for bearing with me, guys. This is a journey we didn't expect to go on today, but we're going to make this happen.
All good things. All good things.
For sure. Let me see. I'm just checking something really quick on my end.
Yeah, I guess the other thing we need to do, we got to lock our dev tokens too. That's the other very, very important thing that we got to make happen right
Correct.
now.
And we got the stuff right here to show you how to walk you through that as well.
Here we go. It says pending payment.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. Pending payment, boys. Let's go.
All right, we're making progress. We're getting somewhere, guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
StreamYard is still saying we have 5,000 people watching. I don't know how legit that is, but pretty cool if that's real.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
So,
does it take a while for it to process, or should we?
Yeah, sometimes it could take a couple minutes.
Okay.
Depending on their queue.
Let's move on to the next thing then.
So
what do you think? Lock liquidity next? I think that's probably the
the next one I put in the private chat is the bottom one that says app UNCX. That's Unicrypt Network. That's the locker. Click on that one.
Sorry, I have like five different pages up.
You're good, Sean. You're doing great. Don't worry.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Thanks, guys. All right.
And also, I guess, Sean, while you do that, something else I wanted to address, I guess, I know there's a lot of, balance and wallet watchers out there. if you look at our account, you'll see that we also created another token yesterday. That's just this chill token that says "chill the fuck out." That was just like a test token, just to see if we could make sure all the bending looked right, and to make sure that we had trouble getting the banner the right dimensions. So that was just a test token. We're not planning on supporting that or whatever. So if you see that in our account, just ignore that. Yes, but yes, the Commons and Crypto token is the one to pay attention to.
Yeah, definitely. And Omar, so I'm back on the page. So where do I go?
Okay, so you see at the top where it says Solana lockers are live. Open Solana app.
Solana lockers are live. Where's?
If not, hold on, I'll make it easier for you, buddy. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Then after we we'll update that screen and next. So yeah, I just put in chat. That's the Solana locker to locking these soul-based tokens.
Okay.
Cool. And I'm seeing some comments in the chat over on Pump Fun with some ideas on things that we can use the token for. Definitely taking all that stuff into consideration. So yeah, we're gonna try to create a pretty comprehensive token utility plan at some point. Once we have a little bit of time to get organized on this stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some cool stuff. Yeah, the one thing we announced is we're gonna be using creator fees to sponsor some giveaways on our channel. So basically owning the token is gonna give you access basically to those giveaways. All you have to do is own it. You don't have to you don't have to necessarily be here live on the stream. You don't necessarily have to whatever, but we'll announce the winners live on our streams, and we'll do our drawings live on the streams that way. But we'll be doing giveaways largely of collectibles that can be sent via the blockchain. So we'll make that really easy. But yeah, really excited to be doing some cool giveaways for you guys. And then some other things that people are saying, like using creator fees to buy back more tokens to lock up. Things like that. These are all things that we're going to take into consideration. We just we got to put our heads together and figure out exactly what we want to do with that. But yeah, I guess in the meantime though, we're going to get this the creator tokens locked that we purchased when we launched the coin yesterday.
Definitely. And so what, do I need to connect my wallet? Is that correct?
Correct. And the thing it does say on the top left UNCX on Solana, right?
Top UNCX on a Solana.
In the top left banner. Just want to make sure you're on the right one.
Yeah, just because UNCX is on other protocols as well, so you just want to make sure you're doing stuff on Solana.
Let me see this, because I want to make it as easy as possible.
Okay, so I have two screens up. I have one that's actually connected to my wallet, and I have this one.
Okay, you got that screen up. You see right there in the middle of the green, it says Open Solana app. Right, click up a little down. Right there in the middle. It's a green banner going across. Right in the middle of the screen.
Oh, the banner going across?
Go up.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, I see it now. Okay, got it. It's always the things that are right in front of your face. There we go.
Yep.
Right.
Then you will connect.
Okay. Connect that. All right, I am connected. And I'm connected on so everyone knows I'm connected on a different screen, not the one that's been shown.
Yep. Now you see where it says overview. They take you to the screen that says overview. And it has Radium. What do you see on your end? Because I can't see it on my end.
I don't. It's basically the same screen except that my wallet's connected.
All right, so go to lockers. You should see the top left corner.
Yep.
Click on Solana LP lockers.
Okay. So I'm just following the steps here. Okay.
Then you see where it says liquidity lockers overview.
Yes. The overview.
I'm going to go to Radium and connect.
Yeah, the first one, the Radium AM before.
Yeah, Radium AM and then connect. Okay.
Correct. What is
so it doesn't say connect on mine. It says new lock.
Okay, yep. Because you are connected. New lock. And that's the wallet you connected has the tokens, collect token, is it correct?
Yeah, it should, yes.
Yep. This is the one that we launched it from here on that.
Yeah, that's the one I'm connected to. So
yeah, then it'd be new lock.
Okay. And then I go to the address again?
Correct.
Okay.
is the token quantity? It's like, let's see, it is. I guess we have 4.24% of the supply. Somebody beat out the dev wallet as the top holder. Somebody's a big believer. Nice. There we go.
Okay, so
yeah, so it should be like 42,411,067 is the amount.
so I go to new lock and it says pool address. Is that correct? And I put in the address in there.
Okay, hold on, let me get it for you. The pool address, when you go to, hold on, I'm gonna send it to you. So it's in Dex Tools, right?
Okay.
When you go to Dex Tools, you see on the left of your token info, it should show like your contract address. Then to the right of that, that's your pool address. So I'll show you. So you're on Dex Tools and you go back in, you see the collect. So you see your information up there. You see on the left-hand side where it says trading bot, pump swap, and be collect. You see the 2G ESB, then pump, then that pair, that next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull
IB23, IB7M.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the Dex tools again in 1 second, guys.
I just want you guys to see, but I'm gonna put the contract address in the private.
Oh, it's not big.
Cool. And then Omar, I guess question is, should we be locking up 100% of the tokens? Should we be doing a certain percentage of the total supply? Is there kind of like an industry standard when it comes to that?
Yeah, then the pair address is what you would put in there. That's the pair of sold and collect. That's pretty much the liquidity pool pairing.
So it says only liquidity pools paired against SOL or stable coins are supported.
Yeah. So the one that Omar just sent, the AIB address that Omar just sent in the private chat. That's the address for the pair, right, Omar?
Correct.
Yeah. So I think that's what you need, Sean.
Right. I put that one in there, and it came up. It says find pools by their address, and I put that in, and it said only liquidity pools paired against SOL or stable coins are supported.
This is pencil, huh? Let me see something. Hold on, let me figure it out. Hold up. I'm finding LP token. Hold up, let me see.
How about this level of transparency, guys? Huh?
Right.
What is this?
Let me see. What's in that? We'll get it. GXB2.
And again, everyone out there, thanks for supporting and being involved in this journey. This is gonna be awesome. Yeah, we're very excited for this.
So that's Pump with W. So we'll get it, guys. Just give us 1 second. So LP token. Yep. Let's see. Try this address that I just put in the chat right now.
Okay.
Sean, people in the chat are saying, Sean, hand over the controller.
Guys, trust me, if I could, I would in a heartbeat. Wouldn't even hesitate.
Yeah. And I see a couple guys. You guys are questioning whether or not we paid. I believe we paid for Dex tools so far.
That's a confirmed purchase. Yeah.
So we still need to do Dex screener and Mobi screener. So we know we got a couple more steps. So just bear with us, guys.
So I hit select pool, but it's just not doing anything. It's just sitting there.
Okay, so let me double check to see what pool this is. Pump one uses. We'll get it. So go. Let me see. So what are they on? An AMM. So go back,
guys. Again, if you're just joining now, full transparency. When we started our content channel 4.5 years ago, I'm the comics guy. Spencer is the crypto guy, and
we're having Sean do all this shit right now.
Me too. But again, transparency is important to us, and this is fun for you guys to be a part of this process as well.
Yeah,
and we're gonna dive.
It shows people the back end stuff. Sean, try that address right there, because I gotta find how Soul is a little different from EVM stuff.
Yeah,
so.
no problem.
What up?
It's just the same thing.
That's my guy.
It says the same thing. Only liquidity pools paired against SOL or stable coins are supported.
It is. You know what? Containers use wrap Soul. So let me figure this out, guys. We'll get it squared away. Because that is wrap. So, let me see. Interesting. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll get it chat live. viewers. We'll figure it out. Let me see something right quick, Sean. Give me 1 second. While we figure that out, you want to take care of Deck Screener?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I put it in the chat. So the first one said marketplace.deckscreener.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And I figure out the lock with Unicrypt. If not, we have another one that a lot of soul projects use to another locker too. So
okay. Okay. Do I just sign in and order now?
Correct. It'd be pretty much the same process for Dex tools. Pretty much same thing.
Okay. So chain Solana, token address, records. Token address. Okay, so it says, so I put the chain Solana token address, I put that in, and it says missing token profile. Ads can be purchased for this token, but enhanced token info is strongly recommended before purchasing in order for ads.
Yeah, the enhanced token info we're adding to it. So hold up, let me double check. Does it allow you to click on enhanced token info?
Enhanced token info, okay.
Gilly, are you saying just to put the link to our X account in the bio? Is that what you're saying there?
There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm in there, guys.
Got it.
I'm putting all the information in.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So for the bio, just drop the drop the link to our X account in there. That's what's being recommended.
So Moby Screener.
Okay, websites.
And appreciate you doing this, Omar. Thanks for taking the time.
Omar, thank you so much.
I know you're a busy guy.
No, you guys are family. You know what the crazy thing? I'm looking at Moby. I'm not too familiar with Moby Screener. I know Jason was telling me, but I guess you gotta unlock the banner. I gotta figure. I don't know, but I already showed your icon and all that stuff on Moby Screener. So, Jason, can you tell me if that's what we're doing or what else we need to update? Because it's a new one for me.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it on there. Oh yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of people made some fake tokens too. Nice. I guess that means you're doing well. People are making fake tokens of your stuff.
Already, you guys made it.
But yeah, we have it looks like we have a listing on Moby. But yeah, I guess maybe we just have to update the info. Yeah. See, upgrade to unlock banner. Maybe that's what it is.
I think so. Yep, that's it.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I put in all the basic information. That's all good. Now it says locked supply.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh.
So it says you guys aren't locking liquidity, you're locking tokens. Liquidity is already locked from Pump Fund using the wrong type of site.
Correct.
Use Streamflow.
Yeah, we use Streamflow. I realized that too because the LP stuff on Solana is an LP lock.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it wasn't liquidity. I thought it's just the actual tokens themselves. Yeah,
correct.
I appreciate you, Otto. Thank you.
Good call out, man.
Really, and everybody else.
I'm so used to locking liquidity, man. That's why I got confused. Yeah. Like, man, why is that?
I know. I was gonna say you launched a bunch of tokens. So yeah.
Good call out, man. See that you guys' community is awesome, man. So we'll so Moby Screener next, and we'll do the stream and lock the tokens for you guys. And actually, you can lock tokens on Unicrypt. I want to see which one is cheaper, but we'll use that. We'll walk through it because that'd be a good one for me to use too. And Sean, deck screen is all good.
I need to put in the locked address. It says provide an optional list of addresses with locked tokens.
Okay, so we'll put that in. So I guess let's lock the tokens first and then do it afterwards. Or I guess you could put the dev address in now anyway, right? Just because it eventually will be the locked address.
Correct.
Yeah. So why don't you just put in the address of the account that we have the tokens on that we're about to lock.
Okay, so just the basic address.
Yeah, just the address where we launched it.
Okay, so add address.
And nice skill. Yeah, we'll definitely look into this. Yeah, using dev fees to buy some ads. We'll definitely look into that.
Oh,
And just to double check, guys, I'm sending you the address that I'm putting in there where it says address 1 for locked addresses. I put it in the private chat. Is that correct?
so 2G, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Supply description. Did I just
Oh
put in-
wait, hold on. No, that's the one that you just put in. That's the contract address. That's not
Correct.
you need your actual. This is the wallet address that you're currently on. I can send it to you real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's the dev wallet. Oh, give me 1 second. It is this one. There you go. I just sent them in the chat, Sean.
Thank you. And now it says supply description, brief description, explanation of why and how supply is locked.
I would say it's a pump fund token. Supplies locked through once it reaches the bonding curve. Because it's a new meek. I can't see it on my end.
Yeah, Brian, don't worry. The UNCX is showing on the screen right now, but yeah, that's not. We're using StreamFlow, so don't worry about that. Sean is all the things that we're trying to do in the background and do it privately and not show our screen. So yeah, don't worry. It's just up on the screen right now. So don't worry about it.
In fact, I'll bring it back to Fannable in the meantime, guys.
Yeah.
The kiosk is live. If anybody's interested, you can get involved now. Get involved in Fannable.
I'm looking at just to make sure, because just like it might be a lot easier to just lock the tokens through StreamFlow. Just to be honest with you guys, when I'm looking at it now, I think that might. Let's try.
Appreciate
that.
you, Brian.
I think it'd be easier to lock the team tokens since we have to lock LPs and it's already locked by phone from before.
Yeah, because Radium already has that all set.
Correct. So I think to lock the team tokens like the community knows. So thank you guys, man. Like your update, you educated me as well. I think StreamFlow and Jason, thank you too. Is the best way to lock your team tokens that you guys acquire, because you guys are never going to do anything with those anyway.
No.
I want people to understand that.
Definitely not.
It's the thing for StreamFlow. We'll send it to you guys. I know it's a lot, man. But Sean, you gotta, quote unquote, be the guinea pig to learn all this stuff. I'm sorry. So
It's all right.
Yeah. So Sean, are you on StreamFlow now?
I will pull it up right now. I saw the link.
Okay. Yeah. So once you're on StreamFlow, log in with the wallet.
Okay.
That has the tokens. And then there's an option on the left side that says token lock.
Connect.
So yeah, once you click token lock, then scroll down and click new token lock.
Connect. All right. I'm connected. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then token lock on the left side.
Token lock on the side. Yep. And then create new token lock.
Create a token lock. Done. Is it time based or price based?
Probably want to do, Omar, probably time based, right?
yeah, time based and put it out however long, a year, 2 years, however long, forever.
Yep. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess what do you think? 3 years, 2 years, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, because you guys, I know the community, you guys will never touch those tokens, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
however long you feel, but just to let
Yeah.
people
Let's
this is a good.
do. Why don't we lock it for? I don't know. Let's say maybe 2 years. I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
remember too, after that fact, you guys can do giveaways and all that stuff too. So you don't want to handicap yourself to take care of the community as well.
Yeah. Let's do 2 years, and then assuming things are still going great and we have a nice little treasury, then we can do some really cool things with it.
Yeah,
Bingo.
definitely. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, let's lock it for 2 years. Let's do it.
All right. 42. Yeah, 40. Yeah, here we go. Max amount. And then it says use connected wallet when tokens unlocked, they will be when tokens unlocked, they will be sent to the address of the connected wallet.
Correct.
Do I tick that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Review contract. This is exciting and also nerve-wracking, guys, because I've never done this before. Oh, this is great. And then it says create contract. Tokens are reversible. All right. Check.
John, I'm impressed, man.
Oh, thanks, guys. All right. I'm confirming transaction. Okay, tokens are locked. We can share it on X too.
Yep, you get it there when they give you the option to share it on your socials. So, yeah.
I mean, honestly, yeah, share it. Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Next.
All right, just give me 1 second, guys. We'll get that up there.
Yeah, definitely share that on next.
All right. Thanks for being patient with us, guys. We're at the finish line.
We
We're
getting there.
getting close. I think we're getting close. Let me see. So. So I believe we can also link the X community on the dexes as well. I think that's one of the comments that somebody said on the Pump Fund chat.
Yeah, I think you can. You gotta add input it. Hey, you guys is chilling. Some smart crypto folks. I love it, man. And collectors. So that's dope.
Yeah. Some people are saying Moby screener is unnecessary, so might not need to pay for it if they're asking for that. If anybody has an opinion, would love to hear you if you think Moby is necessary, or if we can just stick with Dex Tools and Dex Screener.
And we just put the tweet out in the comments, guys, so you can click that and see that. Yeah, let's go. They're locked, baby.
All locked up. There we go. All right, it's official. Let's go.
Yeah, so now you guys get the premise of it, man. It's the same for any like screener, Dex, or any other stuff. It's the same. And you just connect your wallet, update the information, and takes 2-3 minutes max, right? And you guys are all set. So I take your time, man. If you got any questions or anything, let me know, man. But you guys got it now. And Sean, I hate to make you sweat, brother. But
oh no, that was good. That was such a learning curve, and I appreciate everyone's patience. This is I need to learn crypto eventually, right? It's been 4 years.
You definitely had to learn eventually. And this is also doing all this kind of stuff, setting up a token and all that is very different than just being an investor in crypto, which you have been for many years. So
but it's so cool,
this is all new stuff to you, you know.
And the cool thing about it, people get to see the back end of things too. They get to really understand this and become more knowledgeable, because now people can learn how to look at the token pairs, see how many people are added to the LP pool, kind of, different things from a compliance standpoint that people could be more cognizant of too. So, but anyway, guys, thank you, man. If you need me, let me know. I don't know what else is left. I think it's a Dex Screener that's left, and Moby if you guys want to do Moby. But I think everything that the board and stuff is.
Yeah. So what people are saying, I think people are saying instead of paying for Moby, just pay for ads on one of the other two, and just use the money towards that instead, and it'll probably go further. So.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Good work again, and many blessings, man. I'm gonna ride with you guys to the end, man, till the wheels fall off.
Thank you, Omar. We appreciate you, Omar. You're the man.
Thank you, Omar. I appreciate you, buddy.
So, Sean, we have Dex tool set up. We still need to do Dex Screener, right?
Sorry, what was that?
So we have Dex tools, but not Dex Screener, or we have both set up.
So the one thing I didn't finish, we're on deck screener, and it's for the enhanced token info.
Okay.
So
Cool.
do
So
we
what
want
are
to
we
finish?
missing there?
Do we want to finish that journey?
Yeah, let's just finish that real quick.
Okay.
And then,
So the supply,
and I think we'll be all set for now.
yeah, the supply description.
Supply description.
So we want to provide a brief explanation of why and how supply is locked.
Yeah. So I guess we have supply. I guess the team supply is locked in Streamflow.
Do you want to add the amount?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So the tokens will be locked until
for 2 years. Yeah.
For 2 years. Okay.
Oh, Jason just texted me. He said write 1 billion tokens and locked on Radium. So maybe that's what we write. Maybe both.
Is that it, Jason? Just write that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so just do that.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Jason. All right. Next step's just finalizing the transaction, and let's see. Discord name and Discord name. Do you want to add that at all, or not?
No, we don't have Discord.
Yeah.
People set one up, but yeah. So if we're working on doing both. So yeah, just bear with us here.
Okay, so now it's the order has been placed, but I just have to choose the payment method. So I can pay with crypto and using Helio, pay with crypto on Coinbase.
Yeah, just use the creative rewards on Sol.
Okay, so I can use Helio, Coinbase, doesn't matter. I mean, it's on the.
Yeah. Well, you should be able to just pull right from whatever's in your wallet. So whichever option lets you do that.
Yeah, let's see if it allows me to connect it. Excited to rock this out, guys, because we are just going to continue this live stream and talk about fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to eat something at some point. So.
Hey, you can get some to eat. I'll keep talking.
Okay. Well, I don't know if any of you guys mountain bike out there, but I just did some downhill mountain biking a couple days ago, and I'm feeling the 2 day after soreness. I am like cramping up like crazy. My right back foot from the jumps is I'm new to mountain biking, so I didn't realize how badly this was going to utterly destroy me. But yeah.
Just walk it off.
Is it letting you pay with crypto?
It's just taking a little while. It just keeps. It's kind of like what I was going through earlier. It's just taking a while for it to process.
Cool. Yeah, appreciate you, Shaky. We're working through it, and yeah, appreciate the patience as we get all this stuff that is very important done. But yeah, we're planning to continue supporting the token, and yeah, we're excited that you guys are as excited as we are.
It seems like the easiest process, Spencer, is just paying with my credit card.
Okay. And just do that and reimburse yourself.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, whatever works.
All right, let's go. It's the first time I've used my credit card on a live stream. Let's go, guys. Okay. 7.
Can I get your mother's maiden name while you're at it?
Yeah. All right. And Spencer, while I finish this up, do you want to tell everybody what we're doing right now? Just so anybody who's new is coming in.
So I guess we launched this live stream earlier today, and we, I guess launched the token last night, and didn't really do much with it, and kind of just launched this stream today, hopeful that it would go somewhere, and people got really excited, and so we are now retroactively getting all of the things set up that we need to get set up, like getting our deck screener and dex tool set up. We just went ahead and locked our team tokens as well for 2 years. So the team tokens are locked for 2 years. We're not going to be able to access those. And then, but really just making sure I also create an X community. Really just getting all the things in place and really the basic infrastructure so that we can continue to build the token and continue to do cool streams and do cool giveaways and do a lot of exciting things for you guys. We've been building our community for a long time, for many years at this point. So it's really exciting to have some new people here with us. We're going to be continuing to stream, at least a few times a week. We're going to be talking about the collectible space and a lot of things that we're just really excited about. So, we started out, I feel like, mostly on the physical side in comics, then have now kind of taken a turn into some other forms of physical media. So, in addition to comics, we're very focused on specifically VHS tapes and Betamax tapes, but really, sealed physical media. So we've been collecting for years in that space and have a pretty incredible collection. So we're excited to show and share a lot of the stuff that we've been able to find over the years with you guys. Really just, Sean is leveling up right on the spot. And we also, big shout out to Watt, member of the OMI community. We're big supporters of the VB community and the OMI token, and really excited about all the digital collectibles being released there, and what the OMI token is being used now. Finally, being given a lot of utility within that ecosystem, where OMI is being burnt for the purchase of tokens and a whole bunch of stuff. So we're excited about the community. So Wap, good to have you here representing the OMI community.
Yeah.
Gilly, I will go ahead and do that. I thought that I did that, but maybe I didn't save it. So let me
by the way, transaction completed.
There we go. Boom.
Let's go.
I also got to figure out, I think there's a way to like pin the community to the top of the page too. Like the way that we I think we have the way that we have Fannable's community pinned. I guess we have to figure out how to also pin our community.
So this is a token, again, that's not only going to support comics and crypto, but supported the collectible space. We endorse physical and digital collectibles. We're so excited for the future of the collecting space. And my goodness, I mean, it's been incredible to see how collectibles have done over the past couple of years, especially sport cards, Pokemon cards. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And everyone out there who's new to this, we're excited to bring you on this journey. And also, of course, the digital space as well. We're equally bullish, and in some ways even more bullish. A lot of it is, accessibility, and having a chance to own these collectibles worldwide, being able to buy, sell, and trade them instantly is an absolute game changer. And this is a big reason why we love platforms similar like Fannable. Absolutely big shout out to Fannable, sponsor of Comics and Crypto podcast. So, yeah, we're through. Maybe what we can do in the meantime, we can just go over some let's go over some sales.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sorry if I'm being quiet for a second. I'm just trying to figure out how to pin our community to the top.
There's some bangers happening on golden auctions.
All right.
So the sports card market, especially, I mean, people who are new to this collectible space, is absolutely booming. I mean, look at some of these current auctions right now. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. There was actually a Michael Jordan pristine 10. So PSA, their highest grade is a Gem Mint 10. However, Beckett and also SGC, two competing grading companies, have tried to one-up that and created above a Gem Mint 10, which is called a
CGC, I think, has done something similar too, right?
So you're right, CGC, Beckett, and SGC. And that basically is the most perfect of perfect cards you can get. And recently, a Michael Jordan rookie card as a pristine 10 sold for over $500,000. Now, if you look at the market cap of Michael Jordan PSA 10s, there's thousands of them, and they're selling for, up to $200,000. So the market cap is in the over 20 million, 30 million. It's or probably a few hundred million, actually, I think. I mean, just for example, if it's, you have 2,000, I think it's like 3,000 or 4,000 editions. Yeah. Yeah, you're looking at a $450 million market cap, at least. Absolutely absurd. Yeah. And what's crazy, right? So the pristine 10 was a one of one. It's the only one of its kind. And it sold for almost $500,000. So if you essentially look at that grade across different markets, let's say the market cap is $1 million or $2 million, and Gem Mint 10s are $450 million, was that undervalued? Was it undervalued?
Yeah, and I think something also just to bring up for people who might not be as familiar with collectibles and the way that we talk about things, I think not a lot of people talk about the collectible market in terms of market caps. Obviously that's more of a term that comes to, I guess, traditional financial markets like cryptocurrencies or stocks, things like that. But we like to look at things the same way with physical collectibles. So like if you take a grade, so like a book that we like to look at is like Ultimate Fallout 4. There's thousands of 9.8 graded Ultimate Fallout 4s. So we'll take a look for that specific collectible for that grade, at this value. So, maybe let's say the collectible costs, $1,000, but there's 4,000 of them, whatever. Then you can use that to determine a market cap. And then you can use that to kind of determine and compare different collectibles to each other. So you can say that, maybe make an assumption that because, the market cap total for this specific collectible in this grade, might be undervalued compared to another collectible. So there might be a buy signal to buy that. So it's something that we look at, and it's something especially for digital collectibles as well. So things like digital comics on platforms like Vivi or on Candy Digital, looking at the digital market cap for a collectible and seeing how that compares to the physical market cap of that same collectible and seeing if maybe there's a gap there or if one seems undervalued. So that's one of the ways that you'll find that we like to talk about collectibles.
Yeah, exactly. It's always important to compare different markets. Sometimes some markets are more speculative than others, but Pokemon cards, sports cards are very much validated markets, and in some ways have been better investments than stocks. Actually, significantly better over the past 10, 15 years, which is absolutely incredible to think about. But that's the value of pop culture, and that's the value of nostalgia that we keep trying to emphasize. And it's exciting to see all of the things that we've been talking about for the past 4 or 5 years have come to fruition. It's really exciting. And for example, this Ultimate Fallout number 4, this is the first appearance of Miles Morales, arguably one of the most popular characters in Marvel right now. We haven't even seen him come into the MCU, which he will eventually come to the MCU. But there was one 9.9. I mean, there's over 5,000 9.8 grades alone, guys. 5,000. That's insane. 5,000. And only one 9.9 has popped up on the CGC census since then, and it sold around $30,000. And the market cap, let's see, I'll figure out the most up-to-date market cap for Ultimate Fallout 4. So let's say it's around $1,000, the fair market value for this comic now. Yeah, and you're looking at a $5 million market cap for just the 9.8 grade. So when you look at that in terms of value, a one of one 9.9 that sells for $30,000, in my opinion, is an absolute steal.
Yeah.
Because you expect more to pop up, right? More are going to pop up over time. We 100% know it's going to happen.
Inevitably, there has to be. Somebody's going to regrade a 9.8 that they think looks really good, and it'll pop up. Yeah.
Again, guys, there's over 5,000 graded 9.8s alone of Ultimate Fallout 4. And for context, that is the most 9.8s of any comic ever recorded for CGC. As a 9.8 grade, which is a near perfect grade. So for one to pop up and sell for $30,000, I think a lot of it, the reason why it sold so low, we're seeing a little bit of a retraction in the comic book market. We're seeing a retraction, but also there's a new pre-screening grading system that CGC is rolling out, which is they're going to allow more 9.9s apparently, which is kind of interesting. It's a bit controversial. But I think a lot of people had fear of going in on that 9.9, thinking that's going to be the only one, which it won't be. But even then, if you compare the market caps, 9.9 is a $30,000 market cap as of right now. Even if 5, 10, 20 more pop up, 9.9s, it's still not even be close to the 9.8 market cap of $5 million, which, by the way, used to be 20 million at its all-time high.
Yep.
That comic is sold for as high as $4,000 during the bull run. So whoever ended up getting that 9.9 for 30,000, congratulations.
Yep.
Bullish.
Seriously. Steal. Huge steal.
Yeah. Absolute steal. You know what's exciting too, guys? I know we've talked about this before, but we had a chance to have Todd McFarlane on our channel last year. An amazing guy. And if you don't know who Todd McFarlane is, do a Google search. You'll realize quickly who he is. I mean, this guy is a legend in so many ways, but he's, he owns his own brand, McFarlane. You probably have seen his action figures and
McFarlane Toys.
McFarlane Toys.
Mm-hmm.
And he has stopped selling his comic art. He's a top 3 comic artist of all time. Look up Amazing Spider-Man 300. That's one of his most iconic cover arts. He stopped selling his original art since 1992, which is why earlier in the stream we were talking about this one. Ooh, yeah, I got out of the page. There we go. Do a little back traction here. Sorry, guys, 1 second. There we go. Booyah. This is Todd's one of his most iconic cover art issues. He actually also created Spawn. So if you heard of Spawn, that's his original IP that he actually owns.
Yeah. And then he also created Venom, but she doesn't own the IP for it.
Co-created Venom with David McElwain.
Co-created Venom. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is his probably most iconic DC cover.
Yeah.
And again, since 1992, he has not sold any of his cover art. That Spawn #1 actually was turned into a 1-of-1 NFT licensed from McFarlane, which, by the way, he also owns his own digital platform that sells digital collectibles, McFarlane Toys. Mm-hmm. He had a 1-of-1 NFT being sold. He was advertising it. We actually had a chance to connect with him and bring him on the channel to discuss it because we were so excited about it. The fact he was selling it, a 1-of-1 NFT of arguably one of his most popular characters in the first issue of his cover art. So Spawn #1. And he came on our channel and talked about it. And he said, I am never going to sell that, which makes sense from what we told you earlier. He stopped selling his cover art. So the only way that anyone's ever going to own an original cover art of Spawn #1 is either after I pass away, my kids sell it, or if they buy this 1-of-1 NFT that's officially licensed from me. Mm-hmm. And I love that he went on to say, I know whatever it sells for now, it's going to be worth way more in the future for that reason.
Yep.
And it ended up selling for around $17,000 to $20,000, which when it sold, and Todd knew it was not going to sell for anything close to what it's going to be worth down the road. Because I'll tell you right now, if that Spawn #1 went for an auction right now, I would say probably we're looking at 100% minimum of 500,000. Very shocked if it goes under $1 million.
I think it'd probably be over $1 million.
I'd be
shocked if it didn't.
Yeah. And this is conservative numbers on our end. We try to be conservative as conservative as possible and logical. But if that 1-of-1 physical sells for over $1 million, what would the 1-of-1 digital counterpart that's more accessible be worth? Anyways, they end up selling, and it was really special, guys. This is what really hit home, and the reason why we love to continue doing what we do. We got an email from somebody who said, hey, I just want to let you know, guys, we saw your channel. I watched your episode. I'm a big Todd McFarlane fan. I've never bought an NFT before, but I ended up winning the auction. And I purchased the 1-of-1 NFT. And I own it. And it was the first NFT I ever bought.
So
and he
cool.
bought it. He spent almost, I think it was 17 to 20 grand, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
First NFT he ever bought. But he said, because I listened to your interview. He literally told us in the email, but because I listened to your guys' interview, that it inspired me to want to buy it. And that's exactly what the point of our channel is. We wanted to educate and inspire and help people get excited about this space.
Yeah, help physical collectors actually understand the digital side of things, because so many of them have just written it off immediately, you know, and have no interest in exploring it. But there's so many cool things happening in the digital space.
Yeah. It's absolutely inspiring. So to see Todd's original artwork pop up is incredible. And the number that I said earlier about Spawn number 1, 500, no, it'd probably sell for over $1-2 million.
No, it would be like one. I would say like I would confidently say like 1.5 minimum probably.
Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because if you want to even just reference like past sales for Todd McFarlane art, I mean, check this out, guys. You'll get an idea of what I'm talking about here and why his artwork is so valuable and rare. So here's an example right here. Look at this. Amazing Spider-Man 320.
Iconic cover. Yeah.
It's an iconic cover, not a very significant key.
Not a significant key, but the cover is just iconic.
But the cover is insane. I mean, look at this, guys. That is just a stunning cover. Good Lord.
Insane detail. The way like the Marvel logo is like hanging on the side.
So sick. Incredible. And this is a one-of-one art piece. You see all the trimmings on the side to basically represent what when they really scan this. And then Todd, of course, signs it at the bottom. So cool. But again, this comic is not tremendously significant in terms of being a key, but the artwork itself is stunning. This comic sold for over $650,000. Now, when you add historical significance or comic significance like this one, or Spawn number 1, we're looking like probably 3, 4. Oh man, Spencer, you know what? I kicked myself. I said that we were going to come back for predictions and we didn't talk about it.
Oh yeah, we never did that. Oh well, but yeah, I mean, I think 3 million around there.
I think right. at least $3 million. I would not be surprised if it passes 5. I think it might be the highest selling cover art of all time, or original art piece of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're not talking about Frank Frazetta.
Yeah, well, yeah, actual, cover, or maybe not cover art, but original comic art that was published.
Original comic art that was published. Yeah, there you go. Perfectly.
No, I think it'll break the record. But Sean and I have speculated maybe Todd McFarlane himself will try to buy it back for his collection.
I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
If I were him and I had the money, I would totally try to buy it back.
Yeah.
Sure,
I'm very curious.
Go.
Yeah, and just Todd, for his backstory, I mean, he actually was, as he went really far as a baseball player. He was a very talented baseball player from Canada. He went as far as he possibly could, but he got hurt, and he told himself, if I don't make it in baseball, I'm going to become a comic book artist. And he has become easily top 5, if not top 3, comic book artist of all time. But he's also a huge fan of baseball. So back in 1999, when Mark McGwire was going for his single season home run record, he actually went on auction to get number 70, the 70th home run in 1999. And it's hilarious because he told us the story in person when we had a chance to meet him. And he said he was on the phone with the auction house from his house in the kitchen with his wife. And he was calling in, and apparently there was only one other guy that was bidding on it, and it turned into a bidding war. And people in the audience at the auction house were rooting this guy on. And then he was on the phone going, because he's a super competitive guy, right? And he just kept going higher, higher. He said he went past $2 million. His wife just looked at him, shook her head, and left the room.
Yep.
Anyways, he ended up buying the baseball. I believe it was around $3 million. And it was the highest selling baseball at the time. Now, we all know, if you don't know, Mark McGwire came out with steroid use, and it really hurt his reputation a little bit.
Yeah, it hurt the value of the collectible. Yeah.
But it really devalued the ball. I mean, Barry Bonds has beaten the record in the meantime, so it's valued the ball that way too. It's probably not even worth $500,000. It might be worth $500,000, but he's lost a lot of money on it. But he said this. He said, I don't care. 1, because I just love the piece and it's great. But 2, when I broke that record, I went on so many national outlets and advertised McFarlane toys.
Yeah. He was on Howard Stern. He was on every talk show, every morning show, every late night show.
He advertised like crazy. And he said, I made more money in advertising than I ever did in paying for that baseball. So the baseball is just a nice little, it's a nice little collectible that he owns now. but what he got out of it was way more valuable. And I don't think really people realized at the time. Now, flash forward 20 years later, Shohei Ohtani had a record season last year, 25 years later, right? And last year he had an insane season. He not only won the World Series with his team, but he went 50-50, first person to ever do that, 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases in a year. After going 50 stolen bases, he hit his 50th home run. The guy in the audience who ended up getting it was escorted to the Dodgers office, and they offered him $250,000 for it. And he said,
I think plus some perks, right? Like season tickets.
Probably some perks, like signed balls and bats and shit. Like, who cares, right? Who cares? But he knew what he had. He knew what he had. Because when they turned down the offer, I laughed and I was telling Spencer, I was like, dude, two things are going to happen. He's going to sell that ball for way over $1 million. Or he's going to go to. Is there an echo?
Golden auctions. I don't hear an echo. Do you hear an echo?
Anyways, so he said that he's going to go to. I said he's going to go to. Two things are going to happen. He's either going to go to Golden Auctions or he's going to sell for over $1 million in private sale. And guess what? He went to Golden Auctions. It was up within a week, and it sold for over $4 million. $4 million. And guess who bought it?
Purchased by a fund in Taiwan.
A Taiwan
investment fund. Yep.
And they have that on display. And the amount of marketing they got from that sale was tremendous, especially for foreign markets. They're huge fans of Ohtani. You guys don't know, Ohtani is the face of Japan right now. He's on everything. Smart investment. Because they knew the value that it would bring outside of the collectible itself.
Yeah,
genius.
A great investment probably on its own. Maybe you could make the argument they overpaid for it, based on current value, but yeah, for the advertisement and the exposure they got, and probably the amount of business they've got and fees that they're going to earn in the long run, completely dwarfs it.
Exactly. And then flash forward later, we go to Golden Auctions. You have the MLB debut patch cards. What are those? MLB debut patch cards are basically, this is why it's so brilliant. Where is that? I thought it was on the top.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
I thought it was. Yeah, I'll pull up the image for it.
Was it definitely sold on Golden? You're talking about the Paul Skeens card, right?
Yeah. Anyways. So this card right here, guys. It was a 1-of-1 debut patch. So what they did was they have a patch, an MLB debut patch, on the jersey. For the first game of that player's career, they take the patch off when the game's over. They put it on a card, have them sign it. It's a 1-of-1 rookie card with significant historical value. This is the first year that they did this, Tops. And when it was found by a couple or family in Los Angeles, they went to Golden Auctions. I believe it was Golden, maybe here. I'm pretty sure. I thought it was Golden. But they ended up selling it for over $1 million. And guess who bought it? Yeah. So there is a robotic edge. I'm hearing it too. Thanks, Peter. I appreciate your time today. Well, anyways, we'll cut this stream short today, guys, but we'll come back tomorrow. Oh, there we go. I think it's better. Oh, Spencer.
My headphones died, so I switched over. So
it's your headphones. Yeah, sorry. Appreciate you, Peter.
Sounds better now, though.
No, it's not. It's robotic.
No. I don't know.
That's right. I'll tell you what. I'll finish the story and then we'll wrap it up for today. So this ended up selling for over $1 million, and it was purchased by Dick's Sporting Goods. It was purchased by Dick's Sporting Goods, and not only that, but they have it on display. And this insane shrine that advertises the card. And there it is. There's the $1 million car that they advertise. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. But there you go. It's continued validation of things we've been talking about. You're having a company come in and purchase the collectible. A lot of collectors are upset about this. They feel like it's a bit unethical because you have corporations coming in and buying it. But at the same time, it's exciting for the market because you're getting corporations coming in and buying collectibles from collectors that are chasing after things. And I know it's a bit of a gamble and all that, but at the same time, it's really good for the market. It's exciting stuff. Anyways, we're going to come back maybe tomorrow, but for sure on Thursday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we have a stream plan for Thursday. So yeah, that'll be Thursday at 2 p.m. PST. We're going to be doing our weekly Q and Hang episode where we go over a ton of different topics of exciting things going on in the collectible space. And then we also take questions. So if any of you have any questions about collecting, about tactics, strategy, and anything, we're there to answer those questions. So yeah, excited for that stream. We're going to be doing multiple giveaways on Thursday. So look out for that. We're going to be giving away something from our sponsor, Fannable, which will be a graded comic book digitized on chain. We're going to be giving away a collectible from VV Digital Collectibles, and then hopefully something else as well, which we will announce soon. Brian, I see here, release a little bit more utility. We are definitely going to be doing that. We have been on stream for almost 3 hours, so we haven't had time to put our heads together and do, that strategic planning. So yeah, we're going to do that tonight and in the coming days and be releasing more information about the token and all the different cool things that we're planning on doing with it going forward. Appreciate you all sticking with us, not only through all the content that we had planned today, but also for our unplanned content of you just sitting there and watching Sean struggle to set up everything for our token. So appreciate you guys.
But we did it. We did it together.
We did it, and Sean did great, and everybody's proud of you. You did so good, bud. But yeah, just really excited. Like we said, yeah, we've been here creating content and streaming for years. We're not going anywhere. So yeah, excited to have all of these new members of our community here with us, and yeah, continue to follow along on the journey.
It's gonna be awesome, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Right, thanks so much for everyone. Thanks so much for joining, guys.
Keep you posted on what's coming next. Bye.